welcome in. How are y'all doing today? And welcome in, Chris. How have you been? I thought for a second, you said angel, me, Lord. I was like, is that, am I me, Lord? But it's not. There's only one I. I was like, I'll be me, Lord. I actually have not cable managed my desk properly because you guys know when I moved, I was like, I'm gonna get a new desk. But guess who does not have a new desk yet? Me. So everything's just like laid out there. Um, and my power thing, the power strip is like on the ground, just on the floor. It's fine. I do want a new desk. This one is like actually falling apart. And it was like it's like bending. It's like one of those cheap IKEA ones and it's like not straight. It's like it's suspicious. Um and welcome in, Shang. Yeah, I just said hello, so stream just started. But how's everyone doing this weekend or this week? Um, it is very hot in Vancouver. We're officially into summer, I think. We're getting close to 30 degrees, which is, I think this today also is the first day of the World Cup games. I don't know if there's one here. I think there is one here today. I don't know. You guys know I'm not a sports guy. I think there's one. I'm sure someone can confirm this. I know the World Cup started like Thursday or Wednesday or something like that, but the first game here I think is I don't know if it's a Canadian game. Should I be cheering for Canada right now? I don't know. They're probably not playing at 9 a.m. Hot and humid. You hate it? I don't think it's humid here at least, which is nice. Like I cannot deal with humidity. Although I am slightly considering going to Japan in September. Um, because my uncle texted me and he was like, "Oh, when are you coming?" He kept asking me when I'm coming. I was like, "I don't know." Um, it's really my mom who's slow. And we thanks, Yokomoto. Welcome in. Um, aren't you going soon? Soonish? Or am I mistaken? Or you went? Everyone's going to Japan. Everyone goes to like so many people tell me like I'm going to Japan, which is like everyone I know and everyone who comes to the stream. But it's a great place to go, so I don't blame them. Um, yeah, my uncle kept texting me and he's like, "Oh, like, okay, you know how there's Golden Week, right? Like there's like the Golden Week of holidays and it's like in late April, early May. Apparently now there's this thing called Silver Week. So, there's Golden Week and then there's Silver Week. And apparently Silver Week is getting longer or something like that. Um, yeah, so then my uncle was like, "Oh, the longest stretch of holiday is in Silver Week, which is in September." And I was like, "Okay, I can consider coming." The only issue is that, um, well, firstly, it's really hot and there's gonna be cockroaches everywhere, and I'm terrified. I've never seen a cockroach IRL, but I'm scared. But aside from that, my cousin said she might come to Canada, in during Silver Week. So now I'm like, I gotta wait to see if she comes, cause like I'm not gonna like. What if my cousin comes here and then I go there? Like that's not gonna work out. So, because I want to see my cousin. This is the cousin I'm closest to. We're actually really close in age. We're like 6 months apart. Um, yeah, it was her birthday a couple days ago. That's why I spoke to her. But yeah, so I have to wait to see if she's gonna come here, and then if she is not gonna come here, then I will go, I think, in September. But if she's not coming here, then I'll go in November or something. I just have to plan around my uncle's like vacation days, because like I can take vacation whenever, but my uncle cannot. You still considering it for your birthday next year? Oh, that's exciting. That's a good time to go. It's like your birthday's in like May, right? I could be really wrong. Platinum week. Platinum week, sure, yeah. Next, Emerald week. That's my rank, Emerald. Me and my girl. I was just playing Red Flavor earlier because it's such a summer song. No, it's like the summer song. I feel like. Like, what do you think? K-pop summer song, Red Flavor, March. Oh, the M months. And welcome in, Shikano. How are you? Is it really hot for you too? Roaches everywhere. Yes, roaches everywhere. Super hot, super humid. Um, Yeah, it's I don't know if I'll survive, but I'll try. If it's the longest holiday my uncle has, like, I better go, but we'll see. Are you excited for Zelda Ocarina of Time remake? I've actually never played Ocarina of Time. I don't know if I'm excited for it because, as much as I love Zelda, I'm not a old game enjoyer, nor am I a old Zelda enjoyer. Um, like, maybe I'll give it a try, but I don't know. I don't know if it's, the I don't know. I want to enjoy it, but I don't know if I will. Did you say you've never seen a cockroach IRL? Yeah, we don't have them here. I think they're more in, like, hotter environments, no? Yeah, welcome in, Ricky. I know you've seen more bugs than I could ever imagine. You noticed red flavor as it was ending. It's a good one. And welcome in, Lemmy. First time on here. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. And welcome in, Pokemon. Made you live. The weekend is finally begun. I know. My weekend begins by going live too. I actually I don't have Pilates today. I guess that's not relevant to you guys. I don't have Pilates today. I guess I gotta do my own Pilates at home. Oh, I will. I need to fix my anterior pelvic tilt. It won't go away, man. I have really weak everything. I don't know. I'm getting mixed getting mixed opinion. Like people are like, "Oh, like your abs are weak, your glutes are weak, your hip flexors are weak." So like I guess everything, you just gotta strengthen everything. I think my hip flexors are really weak. And my lower body is really bad. Um, ab circles. What are ab circles? What are we doing tomorrow? More yapping? I'm thinking, Gwen will be happy about this. I'm thinking that I might give Resident Evil 2 another try. Just because there was so much about it in Resident Evil 9. Uh, and I did really enjoy the gray section. I thought I would not enjoy the gray section. I love the gray section. Um, and and so then I was like, maybe I can get through Resident Evil 2. But we'll see, guys. No promises. No promises. And I heard that Ada is in it quite a bit, which is, you know, we do love we do love Ada. Um, this is equivalent to finding out surgeons don't make money in Cuba. Oh no. I mean, but it's like a positive thing, I guess, like no cockroaches versus a surgeon not making money. Yeah. But yeah, I get what you mean. We don't have yeah, I think okay, maybe if you have like a really dirty place to make a cockroaches, I don't know. I think it might just be too cold here. It's that goofy looking exercise with a kettlebell. And what is a kettlebell? Is it the big ball with the handle on top? I still don't know what exercise you're referring to. I'm not a gym guy. We don't have kettlebells at Pilates. The ball with the handle. And what do you do with the ball with the handle? You mean kettle gym? Yeah, I know you're a gym guy, Stat. You can't even say that. Gwen happy, you mean me? I mean both. You're both happy. Mr. X? Oh, I'm not looking forward to Mr. X. That guy. Wait, so I don't get it. Is Mr. X? Because people say like Tyrant, and then people say Mr. X. Is Tyrant like the group of enemies, and then Mr. X is like that guy specifically, or no? Um, I don't know if you saw. I thought you said app circles once on stream. Maybe I imagine it's probably like a different thing. Maybe that's talking about. My ab workouts that I like to do is I like to do bicycle crunches. I love bicycle crunches because nice obliques. Um, and I like to do when you like crunch up a bit and then you go like this. I like that one. And then I like the leg lowering, but it's really hard. Tyrant is his race. Oh, okay. Tyrant was in Resident Evil 1. Oh, they're different? Doing bicep curls with your kettle chips from bag to mouth. It's heavy. If they made snacks that are like really heavy, that'd be a good workout, no? And welcome in, Grok. Your audio switched sides, did it? I didn't change anything. It should be mono. Yeah, it should be on mono. Did you just switch the ears on your headphones or something? What the heck is a bicycle crunch? It's like when you go like this and then you go like this. Like, but not like lying down. What was that flapping? It's like you crunch up and then you put your arms like this and then you just pump your arms. I think it's just a way to like keep you up. Like it's like you could just stay up and it would probably be the same, but you just like measure the timing. And welcome in red. You like to do the farmer's carry. You carry kettlebell by the handle in each hand and walk forward. How heavy is this kettlebell though? Welcome in red. You can't stay today. Oh, that's okay. Have fun. Have a good day. Any exercise that raises legs for me? Yeah, I know. Like, why are the legs so heavy? I think it also doesn't help that because of my pelvis is tilted, it's very hard for me to like tuck down my glutes, which is like a pretty common thing that you have to do in workouts. Um, yeah, so it makes some stuff harder for sure. And welcome in travel. You just came home from an IVE concert, so happy. Oh my gosh, I hope you had a great time. Bicycle crunch was the exercise I said before, not abs work. Oh, okay, there we go. You look like a penguin, yes, the penguin exercise. Um, you don't have headphones that switch from right side to left temporarily. That's odd. Might just be on Twitch's side. Because I just checked. It's all down mixed to like mono audio. Maybe the song was like left and right? The largest bone is in the legs. Yeah, that's true. The legs are heavy. But I also have this I also have this thing that's like we do like so there's this thing of Pilates called like the rollback. And it's basically like it's kind of like a sit up, but like you um instead of like just going like this, like down, you like curl your back and then you go down like slowly like this. So you don't need to like hold down your feet or anything. You can just like do it. Um, or you're supposed to be able to do it. But my lower back is still like not flexible enough to do it. Either way. So you're doing that, but then like we're like leaning back, like where you're like in a half sit up. And then like she's like, okay, like I do it with my hands in front of me like this. And then she's like, lift your arms up. And then like as soon as I lift my arms up, I'm like, oh my god, my arms are so I'm like, there's no way my arms are that heavy, right? Or maybe they are. But I was like as soon as I lift my arms up, I'm like, no, I'm falling. And she's like, why? Like like if you can lift up your whole body, like your arms cannot be that bad. I think it's like a mental block, perhaps. Or maybe my arms are just so heavy. They're so dense. You still have like 40 minutes though. Won't make you guys miss me that much. Okay, fine. Did you wake up early? You don't seem like you're half asleep right now. It's hard to tell over text, but as heavy as you can hold. You do farmer's carry with like 40 or 50-pound kettlebells. Like each hand? Oh my god. Um, if your gym has plates with holes, you can also use those for farmer's carry. I don't go to the gym. Probably should. My cardio, I think, is really bad. So I probably should go to the gym. But I'd rather do K-pop dances. I was a must-see, even better than I imagined. That's great. That's great. One of them is like a really good singer, right? Is it Liz? Too much protein. That's me. You're like Papa. I know, right? You woke up at 5 a.m. You either wake up too soon or too late. No in between. Wow, it's not good. Hey, are you getting more than 4 hours of sleep? Did you catch up on sleep a bit? I'm like slightly concerned. You should be getting more than 4 hours of sleep a night. It's really bad for your health. They don't tell you how exhausting Beat Saber becomes once you start putting on muscle. I guess so, yeah, because your arms get heavier and heavier. Is that why I don't find it that tiring? Because I have noodle arms. Probably. Um, I recently got a flood of One Young hate videos. She keeps doing sassy stuff like bumping members out of the way so she can be in the middle. One Young gets hate for just existing, doesn't she not? Like it's kind of ridiculous. Cause like people will like, okay, maybe she is doing that. I don't know, but I feel like the more likely explanation is like she's supposed to be in the middle in that moment. Because like, they have choreography, right? Like, they have, like, positions they're supposed to be in. It's possible that that member was just out of place, and they're, like, a lot of times people they will, like, not push each other, but, like, like, be like, "Hey, you're supposed to be over there." Um, that's pretty common, so I'd assume that's the case because like, they have places to be. Um, but yeah, Wanya gets hate for so much. Like people, she'll like there was that famous one where she ate a strawberry with two hands, and then everyone was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe she would eat a strawberry with two hands. She's like trying way too hard to be cute." It's like, oh my god, she just ate a strawberry. Like all she did was eat a straw. It's crazy, crazy. I think that's just what I think that's what happens, right? Like if you're like really, really popular, there's like obviously there's a lot of people who like you. Um, like there's a lot of people who really like you, and then you'll also get like a lot of hate. Have you gotten sick the past 2 days? Slow improvement. Okay, okay. That's better. Not great, but decent. You go to the middle when you feel like it. Of course, of course. Then I saw she slowly injured in front of another member and just stood in front of her, not during a choreo. I don't know, man. I don't have any particular hate for any idol, especially because like I don't know, a lot of them are very young. I don't think One Young is like particularly young, but like I think a lot of a lot of celebrities, especially female celebrities, I've noticed they just get hate for being like slightly annoying, you know? And I'm like, let them be a little annoying. It's fine. Um, what if she was trying to be cute? I know there's nothing wrong with trying to be cute. She's cute. She's popular, so people make all any sort of trolling videos. They just count the views and ad revenue. Yeah, I mean, the stuff she gets hate for is like pretty crazy, but that's what like a lot of idols. Also, like the idols, like the controversies that they get is like really crazy. The one I found out recently was that during election season, the Korean parties, it's like a bipartisan, and then like so the Korean parties also have red and blue um as their party colors, and they denote the parties by one and two. Um, like not party one, party two, I guess. So then like during that time, like idols and celebrities, like, they just, like, cannot wear, like, a red shirt. Like, 'cause if they wear a red shirt, they might be, like, they might be like, "Oh, you're promoting that party," or something. And then they even try and avoid doing, like, peace signs, 'cause, like, if you do peace sign, that's 2, and that's, like, one of the parties. I'm like, "That's insane. That's insane." Like, and then there's this girl, Youngji, if you guys know Youngji, she's like I think she's a rapper. She has like a lot of TV shows and stuff. And she dyed her hair red. She dyed her hair this like really pretty red color for a commercial. It was like for like a fried chicken commercial or something. Um, and then she posted a picture of it. She's like, "Oh, guys, I dyed my hair." And then she got so much backlash for it. The next day, she had to dye her hair back and then apologize. I was like, "It's her hair." Like, okay, I understand. Like, if like election in the U.S. is pretty contentious, but if someone dyed their hair red, you wouldn't be like they're Republican. Like that's like literally a hair color. Like, what if someone wore like a unrelated red shirt? Like, if I wore, like, this shirt but red, you wouldn't be like, "Oh my god, she's a Republican." Like, come on. I would never be a celeb, just let me be. I could not. I actually could not. Like, I know I'm, like, a streamer, right? But, like, I don't think I could handle being, like, a big streamer. Like, the amount of, like, people just, like, getting in your business and, like, reading into stuff and, like, oh, could not do it. Um All of Twice are party too, right? They're like, "Oh, we are Twice." Oh, no, we're not. We're 3. Um, they should use their fame to influence the elections. They probably shouldn't. 'Cause, like, do you really trust idols? Like like, do you really trust idols to endorse a party? No. No offense to idols, they were very uneducated, and they do not live normal lives. and a lot of them are, like, children. Like, do I trust them to endorse any political? Can they even vote? Some of them probably can't even vote. Um, Wendy's a Republican. No. I would hope people know I usually vote Green Party from my hair. Of course, of course. It's amazingly dumb how many people relate everything to politics. I mean, I don't even think they're that bad in the US, right? Like, if someone had red hair in the US, like, if Taylor Swift dyed her hair red, people wouldn't be like, "Oh my god, she's supporting Donald Trump," you know? I don't think people would say that. What if your stream blew up by accident? It's a good question. I mean, like, I guess it depends what reason it blew up for. If it blew up for, like, a positive reason, I guess I would just try and ride it out. I wouldn't immediately be like, "Oh, I'm gonna quit." Like, I would try it, um, but I think I would live in perpetual fear, like, because, like, there'd be so many, like there's so many eyes on you, right? Like, I think it's, like, a weird and, like, the thing that, like the amount of, like, controversies and drama that large streamers get, and not even, like, by their own like, sometimes it's their own fault, but, like, a lot of times it's, like, people reading into stuff or, like, people are just, like if you say, like, the wrong thing, I trust myself, like, I'm not gonna say anything, like, problematic and then, like, it would be, like, racist or something like that, like, I know I wouldn't say that, um, because I'm not racist. But, like, it's completely possible that I would say something, like, slightly, like, problematic or, like, something I just misspoke or, like, I misunderstand something, um, but yeah, I think I'd be I'm not worried okay, you know what? I'm not worried about getting canceled, I think I'd be more worried about people, like, invading my privacy and, like, just people being, like, weird. Cause like, some people are already like, I've already had instances of people being, like, kinda weird, very parasocial, that kinda thing, and then that would be, like, times 100, right, if I was, like, a much larger streamer. And welcome in, Dang, you'll vote for whoever Winter wants me to. Of course. Um, Sana, who are you voting for? Takis? Hey, she should. I mean, she's not even Korean. You trust them more than politicians? You trust children more than politicians? I mean, fair. That's fair. You trust down with every fiber of my being. But you know what I found out recently, which I guess I kind of already knew, but like I didn't know this specifically. Um, Dion is like really religious. That's what I found. Like, cause I knew like she got discovered at church, or like she did this like performance at church, like the bird dance. And that's how she got like scouted. But I didn't. Apparently, she's still like deeply religious, so she like spends a lot of her free time like doing like church activities and stuff like that. I didn't know that. I guess that's probably pretty common in Korea. You not racist confirmed, guys. I'm I'm happy to share this news. I'm sure you guys were worried that I was super racist, but don't worry. The only vaguely racist thing I've said is that all white people like Scooby Doo, and I've yet to be proven wrong on this. I remember an incident where Emiru said people shouldn't have to depend on our political views. People hate on her a lot. Said she was an adult for caring about current events. It was so dumb. Yeah, I know, right? Like people just take something you said, like it's not even. I mean, it sounds like from that what you said. It's like that's not what she was saying. She was saying like, guys, don't base your political opinions off of me. Um, and like yeah, like it is like the thing. Like people are just like they would take you out of context, and especially with female streamers, like they have to deal with the whole like other pile of garbage. Let's be real. Like there's so much stuff like they have to deal with, and I don't know. I don't think I could like say with like Emiru, like I was like, oh my god, I was on Reddit one day and I somehow ended up in like the wrong place, and then people were like, I think it was like offline TV subreddit or something like that. And then they were like, "Oh my gosh." So like if you look at her stream and or look at her Instagram photo, she's in her hotel room and there is like or it was something like they're trying to expose that she was dating someone like a different streamer. And then they were like, "Oh, like if you look on the bed, like there was like I can't remember what it was. It was like some maybe men's clothes or like two people had been sleeping in the bed or something like that. And I was like, that's so invasive. Like that is extremely invasive. Like I could not deal with people doing that to me. This is Korean girl in Cuba who posted that she likes a specific kind of music and food, and people in the comments were like, "As long as she's not communist." What? How's that related? Um, I mean, I guess Cuba's pretty like, uh, contentious, I guess, but, like, still. No one says that I mean, okay, probably people said that to Camila Cabello, right? When she made her Havana song. In Wakamin you're religious too, you know, Jesus and Moses and all that stuff? Yeah, you're gonna convert for Diane, right? Gonna get baptized. You're gonna watch Disclosure Day today. What is that? Movie? Velma from Scooby-Doo. And welcome in Maestro. So the Canada game yesterday, you guys tied the game. Nice. Against who? I haven't been following. Um, I noticed that big male streamers can get away with saying a lot of stuff. However, female streamers have to be cutesy and have to be careful with strong views. It's a double standard. Yeah, for sure. Like, a lot of people are like, "Oh, like, it's so easy to be a female streamer because like, you get so many views just from being a girl," and it's like, firstly, I don't really think that's true these days because, like, there's so many female streamers now, right? Like, it's like there's, like, there's, like, a million of them, like, I don't think you stand out specifically just for being a woman. And secondly, people say that, but, like, if you look at the list of the top streamers, almost all of them are men. So it's like, it's really not, like what people think, cause like I go on the Twitch subreddit a lot, cause you know I'm a streamer, and like yeah, there's a lot of people who are like, or especially like a lot of like male streamers who are maybe like struggling to like grow their channel or whatever, and they're like, oh my god, I wish I was a woman, it would be so easy, and it's like I don't think so. And then like not only that, you have to deal with a lot of creeps, you have to deal with a lot of creepy men, and then you also have to deal with yeah like a lot of I think there's a lot of stuff that's like you know, there is some double standards and misogyny there in all aspects of life, but it's pretty noticeable with the streamers. New movie about alien. Ooh, that's cool. Bosnia. Huh. Nice. Good job, Canada. Who is like the star player on the Canadian team? Is it who would even who's like the most famous Canadian soccer player? Because actually, the most famous Canadian soccer player is Christine Sinclair, but that's a girl, and the World Cup is only for boys. um, Lisa performed for the opening ceremony in the United States. Nice. Jonathan David Alfonso Davies. Oh, he's on the Whitecaps, no? Davies? That's a long name. Steven Spielberg movie, by the way. Nice. Guys, he has a lot of first names, huh? That's a cool name, though. Like, what's your name? Jonathan David Alfonso Davies. Depends how you put it. Starting out at first is better for females, in my opinion. They can get a good baseline of viewers. But at the top, you're right. There's usually more males than females. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't disagree with that. I think, um, like, a lot of, like, yeah, like, there is a lot of men out there who will just, like, click on a stream because they're like, "Oh, like, I like this girl. Like, I like how she looks." That's pretty common. But, yeah, I think it kind of balances itself out in the long run because, yeah, the for the very big streamers are mainly men, and also I think, like, there's a lot more, like there's a lot more obstacles for female streamers, like, they'll have to deal with a lot more, like, as you grow, like, you have to deal with a lot more, like, harassment and, like, creepy comments. I think you just gotta be able to tank that, you know? Like, you just gotta be able to tank that. You try and think of any famous Canadian sports person? Uh, it's that means you don't know hockey, man. All the famous hockey players are Canadian. That's our sport. Canada. They're playing in Europe top leagues. Oh, maybe I just heard his name before then. Because I was like, I heard of that guy. Maybe he's on the Whitecaps. No. I guess, yeah, the top player is probably not on the Whitecaps. Oh, they're two. Oh, they're two different people. Oh, okay, okay. Jonathan David and Alfonso Davies. Okay, okay. It's because the top guys have been streaming a long time. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. That's another thing as well. I mean, that's like another kind of like it's the same with any like male dominated industry, right? Like it's like Twitch probably started out quite male dominated. Because it's like a gaming space. Oh, don't even get me started on this like don't even get me started on like games themselves. Like originally were very like male centric, right? Like it was like marketed towards men. Like a lot of games were for men. Um, and it's slowly changing, but it's still like I think we're still getting there. And that's why people always complain. People always complain. They're like, "Oh, why do we have like why are we getting so many woke woke games with female protagonists?" I'm like, literally, you guys had like 30 years of like only white male protagonists. Like, come on. U.S. has a dude from the Whitecaps. Which guy? Other than hockey and baseball, is there famous Canadian baseball player? Does Gudetama like your piano recitals? He loves them. That's true. Don't know any hockey players at all. Yeah, a lot of famous hockey players are Canadian. Didn't the U.S. beat Canada in hockey in the Olympics? They go back and forth, don't they? Um, until the Toronto Blue Jays lost the World Series, but that's a Canadian team. That's not like they're not Canadian. Like I'm sure some of them are Canadian, but they're not all Canadian. It's funny how I feel that sensation of being called, mentioned. Either I see Ricky or piano. Just respond to piano. Fair enough. Maybe there's a famous sprinter who was Canadian, but not sure the name. Don't know. The top Twitch streamer is Jonathan David Alfonso. Oh, I see. I don't even know the top Twitch streamers these days. I think I'm out of the loop. Is XQC still popular? I just watch TF2 streams these days. Duke Nukem was all about guns, beer, and booze. Classic, classic. You actually found Twitch through games. How about you? Yes, me too. I started watching Twitch through, I was mainly watching like YouTube videos of Twitch streams, but through like Breath of the Wild challenge runs. Today, Qatar, Brazil, and Scotland are playing at different times, so 3 games. But there's only 3 teams. Is one of them playing twice? Canada can try to claim Vlad Guerrero Jr. I don't know who that is. Is that someone on the like the Blue Jays? U.S. says Bear Halter. Yeah, I know Bear Halter. Plays for the Whitecaps. He's a son of a former coach, and no one's like, oh, but that's not his fault. It's not his fault if his dad sucks, you know? Um, yes, that's cool. Good job, our Whitecaps guy. My favorite Whitecap is Takaoka. He's Japanese, obviously. He's a goalie. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. And now we have Thomas Muller, and Thomas Muller is pretty cool. He's pretty famous as well. I didn't know he was so famous. But very cool. I went to his first game. And there was like a huge crowd outside when he was walking up, and then when he came up, everyone was like, "Whoa, Thomas Muller," you know. You found Twitch through Snapchat. Oh, that's a unique way. You saw a game called Road to Empress on Twitch, very much a game for the girls. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, okay, games for girls is one thing. I think okay, back in the day, games for girls were like shovelware, no? You know what I mean? Like those like dress up games, those Barbie games. There was so much like garbage games for girls. I'm sure some of them were enjoyable. Don't get me wrong, but like let's be real, there was a lot of like straight up shovelware for girls. They put very low effort into it. And then these days, I think a lot of girls' games are like farming sims. And like, don't get me wrong, I love Stardew. Stardew is one of my favorite games of all time. Stardew is amazing, but there's so much slop. Let's be real. Let's be real. There's so much slop, and like, there's so many like they're still doing it, like really low effort, cute games, and then they're like, oh, this is what girls like. Like, this is what girls like. They want like no challenge, and that's I think people miss what makes Stardew so popular. Stardew can be challenging. So like you can like min max the Halidra. There's combat. You might die. Skull Caverns is quite difficult. Like it's pretty like there's a high risk of death, you know? So I think people people do misunderstand what makes what makes a game like Stardew so popular. But you know, there's like games like Animal Crossing and I think I wouldn't say Animal Crossing is challenging. It has its own appeal for sure. He's Dominican, but he was born in Canada when his dad played for the Blue Jays. I see. Well, that's fine. If you were born in Canada, you're Canadian. In Wakamin Risto, I'm doing good. How are you? You wanna watch Argentina and Norway's games? Like independently. Not that they face each other, that's fine. It's I told you, like I don't know if I told you this. My coworker bought tickets to every Argentina game because she's a huge Messi fan. I think she's crazy, but I hope she has fun. Breath of the Wild isn't anywhere close to my Zelda game, but if it weren't for that game, we wouldn't have major streams. Exactly. Breath of the Wild was like a life-changing game for me, honestly. Cause like I would say Breath of the Wild. Okay, well actually, my the game that really I would say made me a gamer was Animal Crossing. Wait, so I'm not making a good name for girls gaming. But yeah, Animal Crossing was the first game that really was like I was a gamer, you know, because before I had played some games, but I would play like 1 or 2 hours a week, you know? I'd be like I played God of War, I play like 1 or 2 hours a week. And I never really got like really in depth into a game until Animal Crossing. And then from Animal Crossing, I went to play Breath of the Wild. I got super into Breath of the Wild. As you guys know, I 700 hours later in Breath of the Wild. Like I'm pretty into Breath of the Wild. Um, Mary Kate and Ashley games are sick. Okay, sorry. 2000s shovelware has some charm these days. It must now, yeah. Um, Stardew Valley's only disguise as a cozy game. It's quite extreme. I wouldn't say it's extreme, but yeah, it definitely has like. And I know a lot of men who like Stardew Valley. It's not just a girls' game. I would say like the demographic is. I mean, I think there's probably more women, but it's. Yeah, I would say there's a lot of guys who like Stardew Valley. And also, there's a lot of games that are not like I think a lot of like publishers and like big companies are like, "Oh, we need to make girls games like this." But like girls love like Baldur's Gate. Like there's so many female fans of Baldur's Gate. There's so many female fans of like Resident Evil or like Zelda or something like that. Like it's not like a oh, I'm a woman. I can only like games with farming or dress up or whatever. Like it's like people just like good games, you know, and people have different preferences of games. Um, I think like I think there's some games that I would say are more welcoming to new gamers. And like if you're gonna have like your mom play a game, if your mom's not a gamer, I'm sorry if your mom's a gamer, that's cool. But if your mom's not a gamer, then like you might tell your mom to be like, hey, maybe try playing Animal Crossing or something, you know? It's actually very interesting, like what games are good for people who have never really played games. Because the games that a lot of people do recommend are actually quite difficult. Um, for people who have never played with a controller before, for example, like you might be like, oh, like play Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild, I think will be very difficult. You like my coworker? Yeah, she's cool. She's cool. Does Animal Crossing have a story? Not really. Not really. There's like progression, but it's not like a story, you know? It's pretty bare bones. It's like, oh, like I mean, I can only speak to New Horizons, but um it's more like, oh, okay, you come to this island and then you have to like build up the island. There's a bit of story, like you get like a star rating and then like KK Slider comes to your island, but it's not really a story. Remember Animal Crossing blew up during COVID? Exactly. That's what I was. That's how I got into it. I had a lot of free time. Maybe the problem starts in primary school. Males and females are worried to play the same games. I mean, yeah, it for sure starts with like gender norms, right? That's something I really like didn't like. Like I had a good childhood, but the one thing I'm like not the one thing, but like something that I really feel not bad about, but like I wish I had also been exposed to video games the same way my brother was, because I've told you guys, right? Like I played my brother, I didn't have a DS and I could only play on my brother's DS cuz like my brother got like DS and games and stuff for his birthday and I never got that. So it's like so then like he had been gaming since he was a kid. And I sometimes would play games with him, but like not really. And then I only got into games later, and I think that was really like getting into games later in life is actually quite there's a lot of there's a lot of like barriers, you know? Like I'm a lot better now, but like before I was really really not good at like navigating like the camera and stuff like that, like 3D games, that kind of thing. And there's a lot of, like, gaming stuff that is, like, if you have been playing games since you grow up, it's, like, that it's only natural. You're like, "Oh, I see a red barrel, I can explode it." Green means health or red means health and, like, these things. Like, there's so much, like, built-in stuff in gaming that's just, like, this is just how it is, um, that a lot of people if you have not grown up gaming, you wouldn't know. I feel like I had to, like I'm still, like, working my way through that. I'm having fun. Mom wants to game, bring out Bloodborne. Hey, it depends on your mom. Like, you know your mom the best. Like, maybe your mom is a Bloodborne gamer. I've seen that guy who had his dad play Elden Ring, and his dad was super into it. So, like, it really depends on your parent. Like, maybe your parent would be bored by Animal Crossing. Maybe your mom's more of a Skyrim mom. I don't know. um, your favorite Zelda games: Twilight Princess, Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time, Link to the Past, Breath of the Wild, Link's Awakening. Damn, Breath of the Wild's so low. But you know, everyone has their own opinions. The story is you move to a new country and become a debt slave. That is so very true. KK Slider mentioned, hey, that's like the main. Like, if you had to say something about the story, about Animal Crossing, if there was a story, isn't KK Slider the story? Like, that's the end of the story, you know? You do all these things and then KK Slider comes. You have a 5-star, 4-star island, or whatever it's called. You enjoyed Majora's Mask a lot? Nice. I'll give Ocarina remake a try. But no promises that I'll finish it, okay? Do you play competitive games? I do now. I play TFT now, pretty competitively. Um, and before, the only competitive game I played was, um, Wild Rift, if that counts. It's a mobile game. It's League of Legends mobile. I don't think I've played any other competitive games. TFT rank check, how's it going? I'm in Emerald 4. I was briefly in Emerald 3, but that was short-lived. I think I think I think, like, my current rank, like, my true rank right now, I think it's, like, Emerald 4. Like, Plat 1, Emerald 4. Cause like, I've spent so many games, like, in those ranks, I just, like, go up and down, which probably means, like which probably means I'm at, like, the skill level of that rank. But I'm trying to upskill, I'm trying to get better. I think, um, my econ is really bad. That's what I've realized. I think my econ is pretty bad, so that's probably something I have to improve. And I think my line selection is still hard, but it changes so much. It's so hard. And then sometimes I'm like, oh, this is the perfect spot to play Zaya. And then like 6 other people are playing Zaya. I'm like, what? Where'd these people come from? It's tough, man. I'm having fun. If you can sit through Skyward Sword, you can play Ocarina. Yeah, but like I would say I was like one dungeon away from not being able to sit through Skyward Sword. And Skyward Sword had a really good story. Like the story was compelling, I think. It wasn't like the pinnacle of storytelling, but for a Zelda game, sorry, that's probably you guys are gonna object to that. But for me, like for that kind of game, the story was very good. I liked it. The story's way better in Ocarina. Are you sure? Okay, okay. Well, I'll try it out. I told you, I'll try it out. and hopefully because it's like a full remake, right? So they will update the controls and stuff like that. Because I would think I would really struggle with the old game controls because I struggle with new game controls and old game controls are harder. If the combat is busted, that'd be sick. I mean, I'm sure they'll upgrade it, right? Because like I'm sure for back then, it was revolutionary, but for like today's standards, it's probably not a lot of depth to it. I'm sure they'll update it. Or maybe they do the lazy Pokemon thing where they just do like a one-to-one remake. They just change nothing. Ocarina basically pioneered Z targeting. Yeah, Z targeting. Yeah, and I mean the targeting is very good. I was actually like, there's this new Genshin event about parrying. Um, and and like I Genshin doesn't have a targeting system, and like oh I really wish it did because like the last boss has like a move where he like dashes past you and then he goes behind you and then attacks again. Um, and then yeah, and then he attacks again, and then but then like when he goes behind you, you can't see. Like, bro, if it was targeted, then the camera would spin around. But I was like, Steven, targeting is very nice. I loved the targeting in Elden Ring. Like, I think it would be like for me as someone, especially as someone who like really struggles with camera controls a lot of the time. Um, targeting is really nice. When did you make your account? Which account? My TFT account? The TFT account is the same as the League account. I think I made my League account in like 2022, but I didn't start seriously playing TFT until January. Um, you think most TFT players would describe your rank as high, emerald, low, master? What about diamond? Where did diamond go? I mean, last set I managed to hit diamond 4, but in the last stretch, I was spamming Vayne Kaiser. Like, I think if I play Vayne Kaiser, I'm like, I could be a diamond player. But without, I'm not. Cause I'm like hard struggling in what am I trying to say in Emerald. These Emerald people they're good. I have no ego about this. Those guys they're great by my standards. And DPPing Deku nuts. Let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready. I love the combat in Breath of the Wild. Delusional League and TFT players always throw in the low masters on the rank. True. Why is everyone low masters, huh? Now that you mention that. That's why it's such a large rank. I was like, damn, where did Diamond go? Um, if I can hit Diamond again, I'd be happy. Because I wanted to do better than I did last time. Because I hit Diamond last time. So I was like, oh, maybe if I could go higher in Diamond, or at least climb a little bit through Diamond, or even reach Masters. But oh, I'm starting to think Masters is not in the cards for me this set. Because I was like really struggling. But I hit Emerald in a lot less games than I did last time. So that's a good start. I think that's a good start. I think I've hit a bit of a wall. You mean my Twitch account? You feel like it's a COVID account? It is. It is. I made it in December 2020. And welcome in Duvet or Veril. Have you ever played a Tales game? I don't know what that is. Tales? I've played. No, I can't think of any game that I played that has Tales. Tales from the Borderlands? But I didn't even play it. I just watched it. But it's a Telltale game, so. I'm the one leaving now. You got okay. Take care, Ricky. Have a good day. And welcome in, protagonist. How you doing? We're gonna wait till the full game releases. I looked at the trailer for Star Fox because to this day, like when you guys were talking about it, I was like, I don't know what Star Fox is. But from what I understand, it's like you fly a spaceship and then you shoot other spaceships. That's cool. And Star Fox is like a cool furry man, you know? Like that. Tales of Symphonia Vesperia. It's an RPG series, but not knowing says on. Yeah, I definitely have not played it since I have no idea what you're talking about. I guess like if you know what Tales is, but like if you don't, you don't. Yeah, I've never heard. I don't actually. I'm like very undecided on whether I like RPGs, cause like, cause like I love Baldur's Gate, and it's like Baldur's Gate is like the RP, like it's very RPG, you know. Um, but at the same time, I don't like a lot of things about Baldur. Like the thing, you guys know I cannot play Baldur's Gate by myself because I don't like picking up all the items and like I don't like I don't like doing the quests, you know? Which is like pretty much what RPGs are, and I don't like doing the stats and the leveling up and stuff like that. You know, I don't like stuff like that. So like I'm like I think I'm not an RPG enjoyer, but I can enjoy an RPG if there's other elements that I like. Like if the combat is like really fun for me, I think I could get through an RPG. But if it's like the combat's only okay or like the story's only okay, I don't think I could get through RPG. I think it's just too tedious for me. See you tomorrow. Yeah, for some Resident Evil. You don't like dungeons, and older Zelda games are all about the dungeons. Exactly, yeah. That's why. It's like it's the same with me for Zelda. Like if there was something really compelling about the rest of it, like I don't know, like a Skyward Sword, barely. Like I think I just got through it with determination. I didn't If I was playing it myself, I don't think I would have finished it. And I will say I enjoyed only about 40% of it. Which for the Skyward Sword haters probably is not bad. Star Fox birthed a generation of furries. Hey, I get it. I'm not a furry, but like Star Fox seems like a cool guy, you know? And there are some animal characters who are very cool. Um, like Sidon. I guess it's not a furry, but Teba. Teba, like I get it. That's not even a furry. I guess it's not fur. Does it have to be fur for a furry? Like feathery. Oh, I'm a feathery. I'm a scale. Oh, scaly is a real thing. No, I think I've heard this term. For whatever reason, I noticed people who had accounts from 2020 during COVID have streamed for a long time. I guess it's because they spent more time on here. Twitch had a big boom at the time. I actually, as someone who did stream at that time, and as someone who met a lot of other streamers during that time, like I used to make a lot of streamer friends, and all of them have stopped streaming except like one or two. So, but I don't think that's like a COVID thing. I think that's like generally a streamer thing. Like most streamers quit after like a certain amount of time. Like most streamers don't stream for like 5+ years. Um, so I think that's more of like a numbers thing, but yeah, Twitch definitely had a huge boom. Um, I think there was a lot of viewers, there was a lot of people streaming. It was cool. It definitely died down a bit afterwards, but it's been pretty stable, I think. Tales series plays a lot more like the Final Fantasy VII remakes, fast action, no real stat management, just fairly long party, story focused anime games. Okay, okay. I mean, that sounds like something I might enjoy. The only issue is like I'm very hit or miss with anime type games. It depends what kind of tropes and stuff they have. Um, a lot of them, like I'm not a huge fan of like anime stories, because of some of the tropes. Like if you know what I mean, like there's a lot of things that are like normal in anime spaces that are like for like a normie, it's like, oh, it's a bit weird, or like it's like, oh, this is a bit strange, you know? Like for me, it's like, yeah, like fan service, like in Genshin, like there's a lot of like jiggle physics, that kind of thing. And there's also like very young characters, like very young female characters. That's also a thing. It's like, why are they so young? I don't get it. And then there's also like And oh my god, there's a lot of tropes. His name is Fox McCloud. Star Fox is a team. Oh, his name is not Star Fox. Okay. It's like the opposite problem I have with Metal Gear Solid. I always call Metal Gear Solid Solid Snake. Which is like, it's not the name of the game, it's the name of the person. Tails series seems too weeby. I couldn't handle Tails. She could barely handle Final Fantasy VII. Yeah. I mean, but my weeby meter has like, my tolerance has gone up a bit because of Genshin. Like Genshin is pushing the boundaries of what I can accept. It's not the same for everyone. However, I feel to lock in a habit, you need to do something over a long period of time. It definitely made more people consistent in comparison to other time periods. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. But I would say like the shift from like when everything went back to normal, the shift was quite drastic. I would say a lot of people were like, oh, time to go back to real life. No more streaming. His name is Fox only. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. It can't be too weeby, man. There's a lot of weird. You guys have to admit, like, even if you watch a lot of anime, there's a lot of weird stuff in anime. You know, like, there's a lot of things that just like are normal in anime that are like, when you think about it, you're like, why is that a thing? And walking in floor. You could just call me Michu though. But yeah, okay. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Enjoy Yokomoto's favorite game soundtrack. Soundtrack from his favorite game, Zelda game. You don't call it weird, you call it variety. Okay, you have to admit it's very weird that there's a lot of like underage girls, no? You're like, oh, this girl, she looks 12, but trust me, she's 100 years old. Like that's weird. It's always a strange thing. Okay, BRB. Okay, I'm back. There shouldn't be children in my action game. I mean, there can be children as long as they're just like normal children, right? Like it's like, oh, like there can be like a little like someone's child or something, right? Like but as long as they're like not there's something like inappropriate, like they could just exist. Child enemies. Oh no. I mean, okay, there are some child enemies, like for example, like Resident Evil or, like, horror games, there's often, like, a evil little girl. Why is it always a little girl, huh? Why is it always a little girl who's a evil demon? Boys can be evil demons too. I guess it's just somehow it's creepier, I don't know. Maybe it's just a horror. I guess that's also a trope, now that you think about it. It's not an anime trope, but it's a horror trope. The possessed little girl. Maybe it's because like, girls are seen as more, like, innocent? Not innocent, like, more, like, cute? Don't know. Like, the contrast of, like, "Oh, she's so little and cute," but then, like, she'll kill you. And welcome in, Wolf. Hope you're doing well today. There's a new character in Street Fighter named Ingrid, and she looks like a little girl, but I guess she's, like, 800-ish years old. Yeah, see, right? That's weird. Like, even if they do it for, like, normal purposes, like, like, a certain group of people will see that as they'd be like, "Oh, like, it's okay to, like, sexualize her," or, like, "It's okay to have like, think of her a certain way," because she's not actually a little girl, but I'm like, that's a little girl's body, you know? Weird. Like, think of it this way, if you were to date someone and, like, they were your age, but they look like they were 10 years old, like, you wouldn't date them, right? Like, no offense to that person, I'm sure whatever condition they have sucks, but, like, you just wouldn't be attracted to someone who looks like a child, like, hopefully. If you are, please see yourself out. Like, I don't wanna ban you myself, like, please just leave quietly. It's gotta be the concha. I think it might have just started somewhere and then they and then now it's like a trope, right? If it was a boy demon, they just say it's a boy being a boy. They're like, "Ah, boys will be boys." Like, standing at the foot of my bed in the middle of the night. Boys will be boys. Um, True, the message in a vault. Yeah, even Breath of the Wild is not safe. I heard that one was maybe just like a translation issue or something. Is that wrong? It was just translated really weirdly, but still weird. Like, no matter what the even if it's a platonic relationship, super weird. I guess they are like, "Oh, like, Zoras, they age differently," and it's like, "Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no." The fact that the trope is so known for RPGs in general that Gumball made a joke about it in their RPG episode. I mean, yeah, it's such a common thing, no? It's like there's so many animes like that. Ingrid is cool though. She's like this happy cosmic being and she bodies you. I mean, I think it depends on how they treat her, right? Like, it is a little sus for a child character to actually be older or whatever. But it depends if they sexualize her. Like, if they don't sexualize her, then I guess it's not a problem. Like, it's fine. Like, that can be a thing. Like, I'm not saying like it can never be a concept for a character. Um, but they definitely okay, great. That settles that. And I saw the trailer. I know a lot of people like I'm sure the game is really fun. Like, a lot of people really like Stellar Blade, and I'm sure it's a fun. Apparently it's a fun game, like gameplay wise. Um, but the new I saw a lot of discussion about the new one that they showed the trailer of, and the character looks really young. Um, like the main character, like she just I don't know if they said the age, but like she just looks really young. Like she has like really like chubby baby cheeks, and she looks like she could be like 12. um, and like obviously it's Stellar Blade, so she's very sexualized. And I'm like, okay, that's a bit weird. Like, why make her look so young? You know what I mean? Like, it's like have a hot have a hot female character, sure, but like make her look like an adult. Like, come on. PDF files. No, she doesn't look underage. She's hot. I know, and like it's awful because I feel like they're just pandering to that. No, but like I think like how large could the demographic of pedophiles be? You know, like surely it's not that big. It must just be like one or a few people who are like high up in that company who just want that. No? I love the hair bows. Very Rin to Tosaka. I don't know what that is. I'm guessing that's also an anime character. Capcom. I mean, honestly, I don't think I don't think Resident Evil is too bad with that. Like Emily is just Emily. I don't know. Oh, I guess Gwen was saying before, like in Ashley's old outfit, like you can like see up her skirt when she goes up the ladder or something like that. Um, that's kind of creepy because she's meant to be like a quite young. Emily can't see. I know. I'm not saying they didn't sexualize her. Like Emily's just a kid. The devs, we made her look young. I know, right? She looks really underage. Like I there's no way. People are like, oh, she's just Asian. I'm like, I'm an Asian person, and I can tell you, every Asian person who looks at that girl is gonna say she's a child. Like, like yes, Asian people can look young, but not like a child. There's clearly a difference between a child and an adult. Um, so yeah, it's kind of weird. And another thing I saw discussed, like the Stellar Blade, the first game was also a little bit like it wasn't like in a like a creepy pedophile way, but in like a more just like generally like how they how they display the how they display the female characters between the male characters. I saw like the differences like side by side. They put like all the or like the prominent female characters in the game and the male characters. Um, and the female characters are like super dolled up. And the male characters are like super dolled up, like very sexualized, and the male characters are just like boring. Like they look like normal people, and then they like are wearing like full clothing, and it's like the side by side is crazy. They look like they're from different games. And like the way they like all the female characters are just like they're like really they look like they have like 10 Instagram filters on their face, and the male characters do not. And it's like, come on, that's weird. Just like I mean, I always say like it's like yeah, sexualized characters. I don't have a problem with that as long as they're like adults. Um, and if it makes sense. Um, and but but if you have a game where like all the female characters are wearing no clothes and all the male characters are wearing clothes, it's like you're very clearly it's very clear what they're trying to say, right? It's like okay, the male characters are made um like for men, and then the male characters are made for men to like want to be, and then the female characters are made for men to want to have, you know? So it's like it's kind of it's not great. Um, they make her a kid, but age her in the hundreds. Yeah. Loki, Emily and Diana from Pragmata even gave me baby fever a little, and I don't want kids like ever. Marie, Marie gave me. Hey, yeah, you shouldn't have a kid because it might turn into a giant monster. You never know. I know we're on a wild topic right now, but the Celeblade OST is a work of art. Yeah, I mean, like that's what I'm like. I'm sure there's many great things about Stellar Blade, but the way they treat their female characters is not good. Like, and the director as the game has given like interviews and stuff like that, and like he's very clearly like, yeah, this is just like it's just for men, it's for gooners, you know, like it's like not for gooners, but like it's very clear what that the female characters are just objectified. No offense, but you won't pass. No offense, you won't pass for 12. Thank you. Ah, I really wanted to. Every gotcha ever, minus Zhongli. Yeah. Diana's cool, but I wish Capcom had gone with a different design. I completely agree. I understand that in the game, Diana is not. There's nothing sexual about her, or like her design, or not sorry, her design, but like there's nothing sexual about her, or like anything that happens in the game. It's very innocent. Um, but you cannot tell me like they made a character who's like 5 years old wearing like quite a bit of makeup. And it's like, that's weird. Like, why do they do that? Like one, firstly, either it's like, oh, like she's a girl, so she has to be pretty. That's like weird. Weird in like a less way. But secondly, it's like, oh, we're trying to make her attractive, and that's really weird. And Bear, you're at a 290 stream streak. I appreciate it. 10 streams away from retirement. So close. So close. Some people might want to protect Marie. It's not her fault she turned to. I mean, right before she became Marie, she looked like just like Emily. Can I say something about Resident Evil 9 since we're done? A theory of mine, not Sherry related. Oh, thank God. Yeah, you can share. Miju's 12. Yeah, surprise. Welcome in, Renzi. I played Stellar Blade for the story. I don't know what anyone is talking about. Right, right. You didn't play it for the as the game developer says, since you'll be looking at the back of her a lot, he put a lot of extra effort into how she looks from behind. For the music, apparently the music is very good. I don't doubt that. I really don't doubt that. But yeah, I saw some screenshots from the first Stellar Blade. Oh my god. It is wild. There's this outfit where like I don't know if there's actually a hole in it or if it's just a design. But like in the crotch area, there's like a it looks like there's a hole there, but I don't think there is because like I don't think that's like too far. I think I think there's like just like a different color pattern that looks like a skin color on the crotch, and then in her poses she bends all the way forward, and it's like that's crazy. That is a crazy like whatever. I don't know what she's doing. Like fighting. I don't know. It's so weird. But yeah, I think I saw some people discussing this, and I haven't played the game, so maybe Beryl, you can confirm or deny. But a lot of people were saying like the sexualization in that game comes off wrong because the character is very like docile. Like she's very just like subdued, and she's like it kind of just comes across like she's like some sort of like doll. She's very like doll-like demure, which doesn't match with how sexualized she is, right? Like compare it to something like Bayonetta is hypersexual. But she's also very confident. She's very powerful. Or like say like Ada. Like it makes it makes sense. Like yes, they're sexualized, but like it makes sense that they would wear something like that. Like that's the thing, right? Like it's like, oh, like she's she's confident. She's a femme fatale. Like she would wear that, right? And I'm like, that makes sense. And like I think with Bayonetta also, like that makes sense. And a lot of women do like those characters. And I think that's why, right? Like women feel weirded out by the Stellar Blade character while they like Ada. Even though they're both like pretty, they're both pretty sexualized. It's more like I think it has to do with the whether it makes sense for their character or whether it's just like one, it feels like that's their character, and then another one, it feels like, oh, she's just being like forcibly objectified, right? Like one feels worse than the other, if that makes sense. You think the FBI director, Grace's boss, is compromised or he has connections? You're critical that that guy was the most suspicious guy. Can't believe he would. I don't know if it was just like bad writing or if he was meant to be like that suspicious. Cause like, let's be real, there's a few moments in the game where it's like very unbelievable, right? Where it's like, what? That doesn't make like it's just like plot convenience. I have a feeling I don't know. I think it's plot convenience, but if fans want to make their own theories about it, then that's fair. I don't think there was any hints about it in the game because I think a lot of Resident Evil fans, they come up with a lot of theories to explain away some bad writing. Welcome in, Draconian. The studio who wrote Where's Everyone Going? Bingo can never be excused of bad writing. That was the best line in any video game I've ever heard. I love it, man. They wanted to make a 2B very blatantly, but without the depth. Exactly, exactly. Like I think if the character is really shallow, it just comes across as they're making some sort of like sex object, you know? It's like, and that's obviously like maybe there is a demographic of people out there who want that, but like, especially with female fans, they're not gonna like that. Hey, go back to where your stepmom. She's not a stepmom. That's her mom. Who's adopted, no? Alyssa didn't marry Spencer. That's what you're implying. Alyssa married Spencer and became the stepmom. I don't think that happened. I don't think she was out there marrying like 100-year-old man. Thanks for the 20 stream, Shikatsu. Yeah, I think a lot of Resident Evil theories that fans make are can really be explained by just bad writing. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Resident Evil, but it's not the pinnacle of writing, I would say. Maybe I just don't know because I haven't played all the games, but um, I think it's meant to be like it's meant to be campy. It's meant to be like um, I've seen people describe it as like a B-list horror movie, and I think I agree with that. She definitely didn't marry Spencer, but he has hella money. True. Yeah, she could have gotten a rich old man husband, and and then when he dies, you get everything. You inherit all the viruses. What game is tomorrow? I think I was gonna try Resident Evil 2 again. I'll give it one more try, and if I really hate it, well, forget it ever existed. Um, Leon Scott Kennedy, such peak, right? I agree. I agree. It's peak. Don't get me wrong, but is it like a masterpiece of writing? The story? No, but his one-liners, whoever writes the one-liners, they're like the they're like the what's like what's like really peak. Well, what do people consider the pinnacle of good writing? I don't know. She wanted that Elvis money. Exactly, exactly. I mean, hey, we saw that, or I don't know if I saw it, but there was that catalog in the game where it's like Dr. X is like $100 million or something like that. Like he's making a lot of money. Um, if you hate it, start at Resident Evil 0. There's no way I'm playing Resident Evil 0. That's a terrible subject. I know. Radzy's just messing with me. I could not. Doesn't Resident Evil 0 still have like tank controls? You guys know how I struggle with the normal controls. I would not survive. I would not survive a fixed camera. I hate fixed cameras because I always end up running in the wrong way. Because when the camera changes without my input, I just end up running the wrong way. You have returned. You're eating breakfast. What'd you have breakfast? She's going to order so I know the story. I know the story. I know the story. It does, and it's probably the worst mainline Resident Evil game. What's everyone's Resident Evil ranking? They're gonna say the camera changes without my consent? It does! It's important. I need to consent to the camera changing. But yeah, it's Resident Evil. So there's this. Okay, from what I understand, welcome in blue. There's this guy called Spencer, that old man we saw in Resident Evil 9. He created the viruses, and he had like a mansion. Um, and then there was something called the Umbrella Corporation, and then and then um okay, there's something called the Umbrella Corporation, and they were evil. And there's these people called Jill and Chris. And Jill and Chris, they want to stop the Umbrella Corporation. So there was like fighting this guy called Wesker. He's evil. He has superpowers. He looks like Xeno. And then they like fight him. They go to the secret lab. They self-destruct the secret lab. And they do that about 3 or 4 times, I think. That's what happens. And then they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna take down the Umbrella Corporation." And then there's a guy. So there's Wesker. They kill Wesker. There's Wesker's clone slash daughter named Alex Wesker, and she puts her mind into this little girl called, I don't know what to remember what the little girl's name is. That happens as well. So I don't know. I can. That's really, it's related. And then in a different time, Leon, first day of the job, he's late. And then he shows up. The outbreak has already started. He's too late. And that's his trauma because he was late to his first day of work because he had a bad breakup the night before. And then he goes in and he like meets Jill, and then he fights zombies, and then he rescues a little girl named Sherry, or Jill rescues a little girl named Sherry, and then he meets Ada. Ada's like a cool secret agent, and Ada's like Ada's like, I'm here to help you. I'm here to save people, but she's not. She's there to get the virus for her boss. Um and then uh and then Leon goes off and he becomes like a super agent. He goes training and stuff. And then um there's a guy called Ethan, and he discovers a different virus. Okay, there's at this point there's like 7 or 8 viruses, okay? Just there's viruses. And then sorry, Ethan, his wife goes missing, and then he finds this new virus. It's the mold, which is like the original virus. And it makes you like can cut off your hand and put it back on. Um, and then he finds out, oh, his wife was actually involved with the mold the whole time. And there's this little girl. I forgot her name. There's this little girl, and she's like, oh, Evelyn. She's like the original virus or something like that. And then he like does a whole bunch of stuff related to the mold, and then his daughter gets taken by the little lady and Astarion, and then he explodes the castle. and then Resident Evil 9 happens. That's my understanding of the story. If you make 100 million a year, you'd have to work 10,000 years to become a trillionaire. No, but like you don't make only one a year. They have like a lot of liquors, and they have a lot of Dr. X's and Nemesi. These labs aren't nearly secret. I know, they're all getting exploded. Leon is New Jeans, and Umbrella Corp is their manager. That's good. That's good. And there was a whole drama with New Jeans, and their manager was super shady. So that's actually very accurate. And they had this whole like their management is really awful. There's a whole thing. So then they had to like leave. They had to leave the company or something. Ada says, "Self-love is the mommy, I'm the baby." Is that a New Jeans lyric? Sorry, is that a New Jeans lyric? What the hell? Gotta get a virus. Yeah, there's at this point there's like the G virus, the T virus. I don't know. There's like many viruses. I was waiting for Ratty to share my streak, and then I got tired of waiting. Yeah, Astarion from Baldur's Gate. Yeah, Astarion is there. It's a Boompala lyric. Oh, okay. Self-love is the mommy, I'm the baby. That is surely a lyric. The lyric of all time. The damning indictment for me that I managed to successfully use K-pop as a metaphor. You spend too much time here. Congratulations. But yeah, I hope you guys understood my Resident Evil recap. And we're gonna play Resident Evil 2 tomorrow. And that's the one I was talking about. Leon, first day on the job. He had a breakup. He was late to work. Now everyone's dead. So we're about to understand. We're going backwards. We're going backwards. We watched the reliving of the trauma, and now we're gonna actually live the trauma. soon Zirconia is going to watch anime. I think he was wanting to watch Freeman for a while. I don't know if he actually ended up watching it. I think if he did, he wouldn't tell us. You're gonna watch that movie tomorrow? Seattle Times gave it a 4 out of 4 star. You're so old. What is this, a newspaper? Seattle Times. Is super critical on movie reviews, so it's 4 out of 4 is crazy. That Seattle Times. Oh, your dad. Oh, your dad told me. Okay, okay, that makes more sense. I was like, why are you reading that? You have yet to watch Freeman. Good, good. If I don't find any mid K drama about lawyers, I might watch Freeman. Why does that have to be about lawyers? Hey, you know there's a Korean version of Suits? No, you could watch that. I don't know of any other. I'm sure there's lots about lawyers actually. Have you watched? What's that one that's really popular? The Glory. Is that one about lawyers? It's not about lawyers, is it? It's just about. Is someone a lawyer in it? It's like a revenge plot. But I couldn't watch it because it was too creepy. Or not creepy. It was too um. It was very dark. A lot of K dramas are really dark. Like K dramas, J dramas, or like movies, they can get so dark. Like I think the Western dark and the Asian dark, it's different. They had to make a K drama with green women. That's true. That's true. So I'll teach you a lesson on my front page. It isn't what is teach you a lesson? What else? Maybe there's like a sports one. Maybe you could watch like a sports K drama. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of K dramas either. I can't really I can't recommend anything. I don't know. Yeah, we will try Resident Evil again. I saw Red Dead Redemption was on sale, but I think it will go on sale more because it's like $50 right now, and I've seen it like $20. So like I think when the Steam summer sale is pretty soon, so I think I'll just wait for that. There's so many of them, and most are mid at best. Yeah, there's a lot of slop. Usually it's like 20. Yeah, exactly. I think I can get it for like 20. You actually watched the Hobbit films this week? They're still passable. Right, right, okay. You gotta LARP a little. The one on Steam comes with both games though, which isn't bad. Red Dead Redemption 1 is super good. How old is Red Dead Redemption 1? You guys know I cannot play a game before like 2015, okay? I think 2015 is my cutoff. Because I tried to play some games before then, and it's like, I cannot. I just cannot. The Korean government creates an education discipline group that can be fight very problematic bullies at schools. Oh. Yeah, I heard like the bullying in Korea is like just like different. That's what I found out from like all these bullying scandals. Because you think like, oh, like it's like, oh, this person was bullied or bullied someone in high school, and you're like, oh, like that can't be that bad. And it's like, no, it really is that bad. Like, I'm like, it is really bad. Like that show I was talking about, The Glory, it's based on a real story, and they like burn the girl with a curling iron. I'm like, okay, that's pretty bad. That's like you should go to jail for that. And Welcome in Law, Steam Summer Sales. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the summer sale. It's like I think it's like on the 24th or 23rd or something like that. Yeah, so I will wait. I was also considering Skyrim too, but I'm not super sure if I will like it, but maybe it's worth a shot. I don't know. It seems like it's full of like side quests and stuff, which I don't like side quests. And I'm worried that the character like leveling and stuff will be like really annoying. I don't know. That's the games on my list right now. I think Red Dead Redemption 1 came out in like 2012 or 2013. I see. That's pretty old. You're pretty tipsy the other day and impulse bought Resident Evil 2 OG for only $5. I mean, that's not the worst thing you could do while tipsy. That's pretty cheap. I bought yesterday, I bought Oxygen Not Included, and I bought Dave the Diver. I've had Dave the Diver on my wish list for like years. Okay, not years. The game hasn't been out that long, but I've had it on my wish list for like over a year, I think. So I think it looks fun. Did you buy Factoria? No, I got the demo. I'm gonna try out the demo at some point. But Factoria doesn't really go on sale, so you can just buy anytime, which is I guess a nice thing. And welcome in, Alice. Is the tree 6 feet tall? Yes. Famously true. The new Zelda is coming like next year. And it's not new. You mean the Ocarina of Time remake? In fact, that is a very old game. Some might say it's 27 years old. It is in fact mostly side quest. Okay, so the thing is, like, for me in games, I don't like doing stuff for the sake of just like completion's sake. You know what I mean? Like, I will do a side quest. Like, for example, in Baldur's Gate, I will do the character storylines because I'm like invested in the character. You know what I mean? It's not because I want to be like, oh, I want to get these side quests done. It's more like, or like I want the rewards. Like I really do not care about whatever reward it is, unless I really specifically want that thing. For me, it's like I need like a emotional or story reason to want to do the quest. Um, and then also, yeah, I don't like completing stuff, and I don't like collecting stuff. So if that's like the main appeal of something, I don't really like it. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is 60% off. Yeah. Ocarina of Time remake is 2026. Oh, really? 2026? Like later this year, like in the holidays, maybe? You falling down the Linux rabbit hole. You finally deleted Windows, so games are a bit more of a hassle than before. Oh no, you're in too deep. In too deep. Yeah, that's the games on my list, but I'm sure there's lots of like really well-known games that like I want games that like hold the test of time because there's so many games that like come out and there's so many like it's like there's always like a new AAA game every month and like for me I don't really want to buy all of those because that's like firstly I think that's a lot of money. It's expensive to just buy all these games and a lot of times it's like not all of them I think will hold up. You know what I mean? Not all of them can be that special. I found one that's similar to Stardew you could try. Which one? There's a lot of games similar to Stardew. And I've tried a lot of them. Stardew's always better, man. Stardew is just like Stardew is just always better. I'm sorry. I've tried some I love I've tried quite a few Stardew clones. And they are not the same. Expedition is on sale. I'm considering pulling the trigger finally. Yeah, I was considering streaming it, but I think I can't remember who said it. I think maybe Angel said it that it's so good of a story that it might be better to just experience it, not streaming it. Because like whenever I would stream something like if I stream something with a story, I will just by default be like 40% less invested or like less immersed in the story just cuz like I'm streaming, right? So if it's really that good then I think I should well, I know Stat's going to stream it next. So I might just watch him stream it. Or if I miss some, maybe I'll play it myself. I've seen the beginning. Check this out. You bought Final Fantasy X X2 HD from Switch 1 to play on my Switch 2. Now confirmed the Switch 2 version is coming in July. Oh no. It's okay. Tales of Seikyu. Uh, is it a weeb one? Is it like an anime one? And welcome in Thunder. Easy to get around the gaming issue with the Nix setup. Okay, I'm not gonna read that. Your current system is your first system with Windows 11. No complaints yet. Yeah, I have Windows 11 on this one too. And I don't know. I don't really notice a difference. I'm not really good at Windows, so it's like, eh. Android Fields of Mystery, and they're releasing 1.0 soon. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know that game was in early access. I know you play that one. Is it like really good though? Cause like I don't know. I think I've just I tried so many Stardew like games and it's like I think I have not um nothing really seems to top Stardew. You want me to link its Steam link? I don't think I'm gonna play it though. I have other stuff I'm playing. I think if I'm in the mood for another Stardew like game, then maybe yeah, maybe link it and I can put on my wish list for later. We'll be on the lookout for pin messages. Maybe it can be a special honor. Gwen can pin something that she really likes or something she really wants to shame. You know? Fake news that Gwen can hear with the primitive internet. Oh yeah, I'm gonna play Resident Evil 2 tomorrow. I'm gonna give it one last shot. And we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I can get through it. I think, hey, what I'm thinking, cause like I, you guys know, like I really enjoyed Grace's section, and I was not expecting to. I was expecting to hate Grace's section and just get through it via Leon's section. Um, and while a lot of times I was like, while I did want to play as Leon, like I know I was complaining when we went back to Grace too soon. It's not because I didn't like Grace's section. I just I just like Leon. I think it's cool. Um, but I um someone message it in the chat for Gwen. But yeah, I really like Grace's section because I felt like I think the difference was like one, there was a lot less like puzzle things. Like there was a lot less like key items that you had to get. So it felt like a little less fetch questy. But when I think about Resident Evil 9, it's still essentially a fetch quest. I just think for me the atmosphere of Resident Evil 9, the care center was a lot better. Um like the vibes, the atmosphere was a lot stronger in my opinion, and Resident Evil 9 is really cinematic. Um, so I think that really like elevated it and let me enjoy it a lot more. So I think that's why. But I know Resident Evil 2 is also known to have a good atmosphere, so maybe I just like hadn't gotten into the atmosphere because I was like crashing out too much about the bookcase, you know? So I think maybe that's why. Because I think I enjoyed Resident Evil 9. I do like cinematic games, and I think that makes a really big difference. Because I think they've really leveled up Resident Evil 9, or Resident Evil in general. I think going from 8 to 9 to like 4 remake or whatever, um, I really, Resident Evil 9 is by far the most cinematic, um, in terms of like the camera shots, the acting, the cutscenes and stuff. It's a lot different. So I think that's, for me, what really, like, makes me enjoy it more. But I'll give Resident Evil 2 another chance. I think if I can get immersed in the atmosphere, then I will be able to enjoy it. Hopefully. Let's be real. If you're in Grace's shoes, you'd be just like her, even with the blunt questions. I don't think I would ask a blind girl if she was blind, honestly. And I think I could solve the puzzles a lot better than Grace. Cause like, why the hell you have to bring Emily to the Braille? Like, you don't need to bring her there. There's really no reason for that. Bookcase last boss. Oh my, you guys, in Resident Evil 9, you go back to Raccoon Police Department and you pick up that Jack. I was like, no, like, do not. Oh, the trauma. Leon was fighting trauma about like everyone he knows dying and like not being able to save them. I was fighting trauma about that stupid puzzle. So yeah, I was very oh, okay. But now that I'm past that, surely it's fine. Cause I think if I can allow myself to be like, oh, this is like a scary place, you know? Cause I think I wasn't feeling any bit of scared because I was so annoyed. at these puzzles. So I think once I can get past that, it'll be fine. But it really depends on if I can get past that. Because I've heard about some of the later part, like, I was watching a video about like the dumbest Resident Evil roadblocks, and obviously the bookcase was there, and obviously the pin pad was there. But there's one like later in the game apparently where like there's one later in the game that's like there's like a desk. Please confirm if this is true. There's like a desk, and like there's something you need in the drawer, but like for some reason you cannot interact with the desk. So then you have to go into the sewers or like into the basement, get a roll of film, develop the roll of film in the dark room, and then on the film it's a picture of the desk, and then you're like, oh, I have to open the drawer. Then you go back, and then you open the drawer. Like I'm like, is that real? Like that's so stupid. I think I might crash out over that too. So I don't know. It depends if I can enjoy that part. Um, Leon wouldn't able to traverse a crack in the sidewalk. For real, for real. And then the drawer is a bucket. No. And then he's like, "Oh no, I can't open the desk drawer because the desk is slightly crooked. I gotta put the jack. I gotta put the jack under the desk." I would actually like. I would actually like. I should design these games. Like I could do it. Oh, and then there was also like this is not from Resident Evil 2, I believe, but it's from like a different game. Um, it's like Ada or Jill. I think it's Jill. There's like a stairs, and then on the landing of the stairs, there's like a step ladder. And then she's like, "Oh, I can't go that way." She's like, "I can't go that way because stuff is blocking it." And the guy in the video was like, yeah, yeah, the step ladder." And it's like the guy in the video was like, "A step ladder is literally what you use to get over obstacles. It is not an obstacle." And Jill is like a trained soldier. Like it's like, what? So ridiculous. Like they couldn't. It's like they really couldn't think of anything better. Like you could have put anything there. Like you could have put like I don't know, a huge rock, a boulder, and it's like, I'm not Chris. I can't get past this boulder. Whatever. Like it's like it wouldn't have taken that much effort, I think, to come up with something that's a little more believable. Or like the tape. The tape. You're like, "Oh, I cannot peel off this tape. It's so sticky. I got to get the knife." Stuff like that. Like really, they could have come up with something like a little better. You got starves. Nice. What did you get? You're just a baby. Yeah, a trained soldier baby. What is she, like a federal officer? Like, come on. But I'm not a trained soldier. I'm very weak, and I could get over a stepladder. Capcom, man can punch boulder, but women can't move stepladder. Oh no. They should have known. Resident Evil 3 is a terrible remake overall. Fair enough. Yeah, because I was actually wondering about that because people talk about Resident Evil 2 remake and they talk about Resident Evil 4 remake. But no one talks about Resident Evil 3 remake, so I thought maybe there wasn't one. But I guess there is one. But I guess I shouldn't play it because it's not good. Because like I can't play like I'm not gonna play like the OGs, I think, but um I don't know. I'll have to. We'll see. We'll see how much I'm not very good at suspending my disbelief if it's that annoying. Especially like if it's like a story thing, I can suspend my disbelief. I'm like I'll make fun of it, but I can still enjoy it. But if you're like making me do it, I'm like, can you please come up with a better reason? Like if you're like, "Oh, I'm too weak to rip the tape off." Like, can you come up with a better reason? You're still Leon Resident Evil enjoyer. You say that, but Resident Evil 2. I gotta play 2, 4, 6, 9. That is that what he's in? I do love Leon. Honestly, I mean, I talked about this before, but like, um, I love Leon and Resident Evil 4 because I was like, me and Leon, we're the same. We're the same. Two himbos in action, you know? Um, Even though I think Leon is canonically not stupid. I just play him like he is stupid. That's not my fault. Um, but yeah, but I didn't find Leon attractive till Resident Evil 9. And I think it's because, okay, firstly, apparently Resident Evil 9 Leon was like designed by a team of women and they put in so they like apparently um they like gave a lot of thought into like every detail of his appearance. So I think that's why. And they specifically got the opinion of women. Um which I think is why I like him more like visually, but also Leon in Resident Evil 4, he doesn't really show any emotions or anything like that. Like he just acts cool, but he's like a soldier and he doesn't really have any like depth to him. But in Resident Evil 9, that moment, um, like I thought like I was like, he's pretty attractive, but like the moment I was like, oh, Leon's hot was like when he like was talking with Grace and he opened up to Grace and he actually like showed emotion and like acted like a human. And I was like, and I think that's the main thing. He's vulnerable, and you guys know women love a vulnerable man. No, I'm kidding. I think it's more just like, yeah, he was like a more in-depth character, right? Like he was like he he actually got to see like the effect. Maybe they show it in 2 because like 2 is like his origin. Um like 2 is like his origin. So maybe they show it in 2 and I just haven't played it, but in 9 they show a lot. Like he's like, "Oh, like I couldn't save them. Like I couldn't do anything." And you could see like there's more depth there. So I think I like that. They modeled him after you. Right, right. Apparently, like Flynn Rider, also from Tangled, they also did the same thing where they got like a panel of women to make the hottest man they could. And I'm like, that's valid. That's valid. I love Flynn Rider. That's why he has a champ. Yeah, that's why he has a champ stamp. They got the panel of women, and they're like, he needs cat ears and a G-string. That's what they said. Um, like when he's dying for real, but he's like, just resting my eye. Yeah, I think he feels more human, no? Because in 4, he's a fun protagonist in like a gameplay sense, but um, like in a gameplay sense, but it's I think in 9 his characterization is stronger. Um 50-year-old Caucasian male with 20-year-old okay, his hair does seem a little young for him. Japanese women are delulu. Bro, what? I don't know if they were specifically Japanese. Um it's kind of a weird thing to say though. When you watch that person die in front of him at the start, you just stood there. Oh, so hot, so hot. Yeah, that was crazy. Like the thing is, like those kind of things happen. I'm like, really? You couldn't have like they had it play out that way. Like they could have had it in a way where he didn't have time to react, but he had so much time. He had so much time to react, which is so funny. Um, with the yeah, with the chainsaw, yeah. Once he got Elpis, though, he turned into a healthy beast. Yeah, he did. He did. He was like Leon at full power was so much fun. I I actually really I don't know. I think like I think I prefer the combat in Resident Evil 9 just because I didn't fully engage with the combat in Resident Evil 4. Like I understand a lot of people prefer the combat in Resident Evil 4, but I think I just like didn't play it fully. And that's on me. Like I'm just like not um that that good at at the game. So like this is coming from someone who's like not good at the game, who experiences the combat on a very surface level. I like 9 more. I like the melee combat in 9. It was super fun. And welcome in Kalani. Hope you're doing well today. Your power went out for like 3rd time in 2 weeks. That's what's happening. What's happening? I don't know. Is there like storms or something? What is going on? There are a lot of non-Japanese Capcom employees. Exactly, exactly, and, I don't think Japanese women overall, like, a 50-year-old Caucasian woman with 20-year-old men hair is kind of a weird generalization. Um, and welcome in, Sunny. Howdy from Florida. Howdy from Canada. You want me to wear Pikachu hat? Okay, okay. Let me go grab it. You mean strictly for Leon? I know. I think just the phrasing was a little weird, but I get what you mean. I get what you mean. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt there. But I think Leon's pretty attractive, and I think even though he's older, I think he has aged well. But his haircut, yes, his haircut is a little youthful. Is a little youthful for his age. I guess it's too iconic. He can't change it. You have the Resident Evil 4 suplex. Yeah, yeah, suplex is good. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom and I'll put on the hat when I get back, so you're not scammed out of any Pikachu hat time. Yeah, quick BRB, and then Pikachu will be back. BRB. Okay, okay, I'm back. But yeah, it's what was I saying? Oh, the hat, the hat. I'm so sorry. I forgot. I have a memory of a goldfish. Get you. Don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah, like I was saying, like I loved the melee combat in 9, and I was like, oh, I like it so much better than 4, but I realized like the knife in Resident Evil 4 breaks, right? So you have to repair it at the merchant, and I never did that. So I think I had a broken knife for the whole game. Um, so yeah, I was like, oh, I can't really say like, oh, I prefer the knife the combat because I was like, I didn't even play the melee combat in Resident Evil 4. Um, gonna get scammed. Yeah, you almost got scammed. Employees playing Persona 5 Royal and he romanced Makoto. Is that bad? Who would I romance in Persona? I don't know. I don't know. Makoto is a snitch? Can't remember. I'm sorry. I don't remember all the details about Persona. I guess I don't know. I don't know why they don't let you play a girl in Persona. I think that's super weird. 'Cause, like, it's not like Joker has to be a boy, you know? He doesn't really have much of a personality either, so, like, I'm like, "Does it really matter?" Like, I don't think it matters. I guess I just don't want it to be gay, but, like, come on. Come on. Rumor P6 is dual per tag, 1 boy, 1 girl, and the boy is Caucasian. The Japanese woman added again. No, I'm kidding. Sorry, Okamoto. The OGP3 had a girl option, didn't it? And then why did they bring that back with the Wait, they're making a remake. They made a remake of P3 and they removed the girl option? Oh, wasn't the girl named Maya? That's true, right? The girl was named Maya. Ages. Oh, never mind. I thought there was a persona protagonist that was named Maya. And Wakamin nachos, nice hat, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I don't really get why Persona has, like, they're not beating the allegations. Like, Persona is for edgy teenage boys. Like, let us let them play as a girl. That's what I'm saying. You know, I feel like, I feel like, I feel like male centricness. Sorry, I'm very eloquent, huh? I feel like, you know, games being centered around like being for boys or for men is still very much ingrained in gaming today. I think it's still, like, it's obviously a lot better now, and a lot of game studios do a good job at not doing that, but a lot of studios still do that. The female protagonist of Persona 3 Portable, canonically known as Kotone Shiomi, having originated from the stage play and later clarified as a default name in 2023. Sorry, there was a Persona 3 stage play. That's insane. Never played OGP3 all the way through. You're a fake gamer. Fake fan. Apparently, a lot of Resident Evil fans are like super toxic, no? About like the OG versus the remake and stuff like that. They're like very toxic about it. I guess it's a lot of fans though. A lot of gaming fandoms, or just fandoms in general. Could be very like gatekeepy, you know? Shame, yeah. How dare they? Yeah, it's they would hate me, man. Toxic is hating on Resident Evil 3 remake, you know someone. Toxic is shipping Leon and Sherry. A lot of controversial opinion. Oh my god, okay. Actually, I've been watching a lot of Persona. I'm watching a lot of Resident Evil challenge runs and speedruns and stuff like that. And there's this big drama right now, by the way. It's not a drama really, but like there's this one challenge runner who was basically outed for faking every single challenge run he's ever done. Um just like using like cheats or just like skipping, like he'll do like a challenge run video and he'll like skip whole sections and he'll be like, "Oh, this one this section was pretty hard." And then he just won't show any of it. Who? There's this guy called, his name is Corey with 2 R's. Not no, not any of those. Um Trance, do you know Trance? He made a whole video like exposing this guy Corey and showing like literally pretty much every single one of his videos is just like cheated. Um which is unfortunate. And it's like it's a challenge run. It ain't that serious, you know? Like it's like at least just like if you said I had to use cheats here, like, or I mean, I guess I don't know. I guess it depends on the challenge. Like I think sometimes with Stardew Valley challenges, people will be like, "Oh, I used like a set seed," or like, you know, I had to. This part was technically impossible or something. Like, I don't mind a challenge run where they're like, "Oh, like, actually, this one thing is not possible," right? Like, that's fine. Like, if you're like, like the whole point of the challenge run for me is like a good challenge run video is like showing the obstacles and like showing what you tried to like get through it or like how you eventually got through it or stuff like that, right? And then I think that's the main appeal. It's like problem solving, you know? Cheating in a video game is supposed to be fine. No, it's just kind of sad, no? Cheating on challenge runs, yeah. Like it's a challenge run, just let's be, why don't you just do a challenge run that you can do, you know? And it's like for him it was especially bad too because it was very clear that he was like didn't really know a lot of things about the game, you know? Or like he would be like cheating at the challenge run and like he would be struggling at sections, but it's like it's clear like either he hasn't played it before or like he hasn't played it very much before. And like the guy that Trance was saying like, "Oh, that's very sad because like, you know, if you had just asked, like like speedrunners and like people who are very into Resident Evil would have been happy to help him, right? Like if he was like, "Oh, I'm struggling with section, like do you have any advice?" And like or you could have watched a speed run and been like, "Oh, like, you know, like there's like a trick here that you can do. Like you don't even actually have to fight the like he was doing sections where like technically you didn't even have to fight enemies. You could have gotten through that way. But he did not. And he cheated through it instead. It's like, what? You could have just asked, right? Like it's kind of weird. But hopefully, I don't know if he's like owned up to it, because that something similar happened in Stardew Valley where someone was cheating. They used some cheats to get through some of their challenge runs, and they got called out, and then they apologized. Like it's really like yes, it kind of sucks if someone cheats in like a speed run or challenge run or something like that. Especially if it's a speed run, if they're like taking like the spot from someone who didn't cheat. But at the end of the day, it's just a game. And I think if you own up to it and you take accountability, then you can come like then you can, you know, like I think people can accept you back if you own up to it. And welcome in, Jack. What is the difference between a mod and a cheat? Cheat happens in a PvP multiplayer game. Mods happen in PvE or single player. Well, I think like cheats are generally something that give you like an advantage, like something like oh, like infinite ammo. I think cheats are usually mods. Mod is just like, you know, like modifying a game. Like adding something to the game, like you know, like adding some like code to the game. Um, that changes. Well, I guess no cheats can be built in too, because like The Sims has built-in cheats. I think anything that just makes a game. Yeah, I guess anything that like maybe trivializes some difficulty in the game is a cheat. But using a cheat in a single player game, it's not like cheating. While like if you're cheating in a multiplayer game, that is cheating. Cheats take the fun from others, not necessarily, because I think people would call like, you know, like yeah, if you're playing Resident Evil and you got like infinite ammo, like that is technically a cheat. But it's not. It's like not like a harmful cheat, right? It's like it's just for yourself. Or like in Sims, the cheats are built in, and you can get like infinite money, for example. People would consider that a cheat, but it's not necessarily harming anyone. I think it's kind of the same. If it's a single player, then who cares? They like playing like that, then let them. Exactly. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. The situation we're talking about though is someone was making challenge run videos and they were like cheating them. Um, like they were saying like, oh, can I beat this really hard difficulty in Resident Evil without dying? And they skip sections or like they didn't actually beat it like genuinely. And that's just like misrepresenting it, right? Like it's just like lying about it to the viewers and stuff like that. There's nothing like morally wrong with using the cheats. It's just like saying that you didn't use them, right? That's why I think like if that guy, if he owns up to it and apologizes, it's getting kind of late now to do it, honestly. But if he owns up to it and apologizes, I think it's fine. Like I was saying, also welcome in Coop. Hope you're doing well today. With the Stardew Valley example, this guy he got exposed for using cheats in his challenge runs, and he posted this apology, and he's like, "I'm so sorry. Like I just got caught up in like having to make more content for YouTube because it's like how I earn my living, and I couldn't make it fast enough because some of the challenges were really difficult. So I ended up just resorting to using this cheat. I used exactly these cheats. I'm very sorry. I will not do it again." And I think Like, no, it's not a good thing that he did that, but it's just a game at the end of the day. Like, he didn't hurt anyone. He didn't yeah, he didn't cause anyone harm. Like, I think if he apologizes, he can come back. None of these dudes are pro gamer. I mean, people who cheat are not necessarily bad at gaming, right? That's the main thing with like a lot of the speedrunners cheat. I think cheating in speedruns is worse, especially if there's like because there's a leaderboard, right? Like you're kind of taking away from a spot from someone who did it genuinely. Um, I don't think it's still like irredeemable by any means, but um, a lot of the people who do cheat at speedruns are actually quite good. That's the thing. Um, even though Carl Jobst also got canceled, he always said like I don't know if he still says this, but it's like people don't cheat to get better, they cheat to save time, right? Like most people, the people who like are cheating and are getting away with it for a while are usually people who are already top runners. They just don't want to grind. Or they feel like they deserve a better spot, right? Like they're like, "Oh, I'm good enough to be the world record holder. Like why don't I have it yet?" You know? It's kind of like that. Some enjoyed the glory of being an outstanding player so much that they pay for DMA cards, and pay more for the cheats to be good. Yeah, exactly. I think it's like an ego. It can be an ego thing for sure. Are you a pro gamer? Hell yeah. Made you beat a Lionel with only bombs. She made us watch every second of it. It took about 40 minutes, yeah. Can't remember how long it took. I think it took like 40 to 50 minutes. Last time I took a shower and there was a Thomas in there. I was gonna set him free today, now he's gone. You can't leave him all night. What happened to Carl Jobs? He misrepresented his yeah, he was had a lawsuit against the guy this guy who like cheated in some arcade game. Um and he hello, yeah, I was like true. Um and he misrepresented what the lawsuit was actually about. Um, and he raised a lot of money for the lawsuit funds, while not really disclosing what the lawsuit was about. So he lost the lawsuit, and everyone was like, "Oh, how could he?" Everyone thought the lawsuit was about because Carl had accused this guy of cheating in a video game, so they thought he was being sued for that, but he was actually being sued for implying that that guy caused someone else to take their own life, which he like just quietly removed from the video. He never really mentioned it. That was what the lawsuit was about, and the lawsuit actually he lost it because he did say that. So that's why people were quite like upset about that because he raised a lot of money. People gave him a lot of money because they thought he was being unfairly sued for this for saying someone was cheating in a game, which they did. And also, when that happened, they started digging up a lot of stuff from the past, and he said, this is actually really crazy. He said, it's okay for, okay, he's like the whitest guy ever, okay? He said, it's okay for me to say the N word because I'm Australian. Like, what? What does that mean? Yeah, so he said that as well. Everyone was like, bro, what? And he used to be a pickup artist, which is more cringe than anything. He didn't really do anything like really awful. He was just pretty cringe. Yeah, the pickup artist. He didn't do anything like really like a lot of pickup artists are like harassing women and stuff. I don't think he did that, as far as I saw. But being a pickup artist is a little cringe. And it's also in the same vein, like pickup artist content. It's in the same vein as very like incel type content. What do you play? Recently I've been streaming Resident Evil games. I just finished Resident Evil 9 last week. There was a Thomas in my bathroom this morning. I thought Ernie sent a spy. She's sending her spies everywhere. Um, Ernie's a Thomas whisperer, of course. Why are all pickup artists single? Because they're not trying to pick up someone for a relationship. They want something casual. Of course, it makes a difference. N-word has very negative connotations in the U.S. with slavery. Other places have their own N-words with different connotations. But it doesn't mean he should say it. I understand it does have connotation in the US, but I don't think that necessarily means he should be saying it even if he's Australian. Like, I'm sure they also have their own slurs. I don't doubt that. Yeah, it's still not, like, good to say. Um, yeah, the pickup the pickup artists are so cringe. Um, I think it's just, like, it goes hand in hand, right? Because like, maybe with you start, um, I don't know. You start, like, back you start at the pickup artist, and then you're, like it's kinda, like, objectifying women, and then it's a slippery slope. Where I live, it's a no-go word today, but it's not long back when it was just a normal word meaning a black person. I mean, a lot of words people said back then, that doesn't mean it's okay to say now, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't mean it was okay back then as well. Like, people were hella racist back then. You know what I mean? Like, slavery was also okay back in the day. That doesn't mean it was right. You're not thinking the right N word? I think they are. Pickup artist and a 007 speedrunner. He must be pulling in so many I think he's married. Um, okay, whatever okay, Jack. Whatever the connotations, like, I understand the words of history, whatever, it's still not okay for Carl Jobs to be saying. Um, I don't think you should be defending the use of N-word. Um, it's a weird hill to die on. Um, the heck are we talking about? Oh, Carl Jobs. You know the guy he was a YouTuber, or he still is a YouTuber. He did videos about speedrunning cheaters. But he had some controversy a little like a year or two ago. Like, we need to change topics. Yeah, I think we're done with this topic. I was just saying it was a silly thing he said. Not silly, but like it was a crazy thing he said. Uh, moving on. Um, but yeah, we be playing Veronica. Um, I don't know. What kind of game is Veronica? I don't know anything about it. I just know at the end you put in a code and the code is Veronica. That's why it's called Code Veronica. But there's other codes earlier in the game, and those codes are not Veronica. Sorry, I asked about. No, it is not your fault, Red. It's I think sometimes, um, over Twitch, it's hard. Like, especially, you know, like we don't know each other personally. It's hard to have like an in-depth discussion over text. The nuance is not always easy to convey. It's just a very like, there's some very like serious topics where, just talking about it over like a few Twitch messages is not right. It's going to be in the style of the Resident Evil remakes. Okay. Um, is it like survival horror, or is it action, or is it both? Um, except for Veronica, Claire got let out of the Capcom basement. Claire is the one in Resident Evil 2, right? I think I keep getting Claire and Jill confused. Because everyone's saying, like, oh, Jill should have been in Resident Evil 9. But Jill is like with Chris, right? You weren't a huge Code Veronica fan, but excited for the remake. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm sure the remake will be quite different gameplay, or like just in general, they'll change a lot. And welcome in, Sanji. Yeah, I've recently started learning piano, so which one should I focus more on as a beginner? Music theory or practical playing, ear training, hand exercise? Um, I think it depends what your goals are. I think music theory is important, especially if you want to like write your own music or be good at improvising, that kind of thing. But if you just want to play some cool stuff, then I would focus more on the just practicing playing. But good luck. Good luck learning piano. It's more of a survival game. I think people wanted Claire to be in Resident Evil 9 since she was also in the raccoon incident. Yeah, yeah. Meaning she should be suffering from the same virus Leon has. And she's like really involved with like trying to take down Umbrella and stuff, right? And like Spencer and stuff like that. I'm surprised they didn't have Claire in Resident Evil 9. Also surprised no Ada since she's been in all of Leon's games. Yeah, I guess they just wanted like they didn't want to add too much like bloat to the story, maybe. That's the only reason I can think of. Or maybe the VAs didn't want to come back. I think maybe just yeah, I think they wanted to keep it more focused because especially because Grace is there as a new addition, and maybe they didn't want to take too much attention away from Grace. But um, I will say, Resident Evil 9, by the end, like Grace was just like so sidelined at the end. I was watching Jacksepticeye play, and that was his major complaint at the end. Like Grace just like disappears, and it's like, what, shouldn't Grace be involved in the fight against Victor Gideon? Like he was the one who was after her, and like everything was about her, and then she doesn't even get to do anything in the fight. She should like I don't understand she's not as strong as a fighter as Leon, but she was just like yeah, let's just knock her out, and then she'll just wake up at the end. Like, bro, she could have done something. Resident Evil 10 is Ada coded. Sure, I would play the hell out of that. Oh, although it depends how she plays. I didn't really like her gameplay in the Resident Evil 4 remake. First you want to play on church, like worship, and then want to play blues and jazz. I feel like then you need both. Because like jazz, I think you need a lot of music theory for jazz. I'm not sure about blues. But, good technique is very important. So maybe that should be first. Resident Evil 9 DLC, fingers crossed for Ada. Yes, yes, I'm always happy for more Ada. Maybe Ada is dead. She just died off screen. She succumbed to the virus. No one got her the cure. Since Leon's mocap actor was pictured with Ada's recently, oh, the is the mocap actor is the same as the VA, right? They do it all at the same time, right? You're a weeb. You lied to myself when I joined that I am not, but now I realize my mistake. What will you do? It depends in what way you're a weeb. If you just like anime, it's all good. If you're like, I want to move to Japan and marry a Japanese woman, then that's not good. I'm sorry. This feeling Ada might be just you think they just killed her off screen. Can you play Claire de Lune? I cannot. I only recently picked up piano again recently. Or I said recently twice. I used to play growing up. I played for about like 10 years growing up. But it's been like 10 years since that, and I only started playing a few months ago again. Sure, that's just because you didn't like the overall fighting of Resident Evil 4. They just reskinned Leon for the Ada DLC. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. A lot of people say they really prefer the combat Resident Evil 4. So I feel like I need to go back and like really engage with the combat. Because like, I don't know. I also saw some people saying like Resident Evil 4, the combat is more like precise. But Resident Evil 9, the combat has more weight to it, you know? So like, maybe that, oh, my hair is so messy. Maybe that is maybe I just prefer that one. And Wakamin Sacred. It's been a while. Yeah, have you been? Have you been? You might start Resident Evil 4 remake today, actually. Yeah, I feel like I need to like go back. I don't know. Or maybe play on like a normal difficulty. But I kind of want to play Resident Evil 9 and parry everything, you know? Someone asked me why I want to learn piano. My inner thought be like, we are Asians. That's part of our Asian starter pack. I did play piano growing up. No, I did, but I didn't play violin. Okay, so I didn't complete the Asian starter pack. No violin. Resident Evil 4 might be too old feeling. Oh, the remake, not the OG. You've been all right. Just had your deadline and your final assessment for your master's degree in health innovation is next week. How am I? I'm doing good. Good luck on your final assessment, and I hope your project, I guess it's deadline. I hope that went well. Yeah, I've been good. Nothing as exciting as completing my master's degree. I don't even have one of those. Um, you're learning piano first time? Well, good luck. I'm sure it'll be fun. Yeah, for me, it's like a very different process because I played a lot growing up, but it's like kind of like relearning it. Um, yeah, it's 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 interesting because I feel like a lot of it comes back, a lot of muscle memory. Yeah, maybe even though like Resident Evil 4 is like the remake, um, I guess I do carry over a lot of like the old mechanics. But I think it overall feels kind of similar to Resident Evil. Like 4 remake and 9 feel a little similar. I don't know. Um, used to know people were saying Resident Evil 9 isn't as snappy as 4 or even 8. Yeah, I think 4 is people were saying 4 is more precise feeling. Like you have a more control over Leon because there's no inertia or like what did Ricky call it? Hit stop? Hit and no, something like that. Where it's like ugh, like there's like a weight to it. Like when you hit something, it like stops, right? That kind of feeling, which is less precise. I think, and there's a lot of depth. Hit stop, I something like that. Um, and there's a lot of depth to Resident Evil 4 because of like the merchant mechanics, and I realized I didn't even like I was watching a video just now that was like, oh, like in your like when you're in Resident Evil 4, like you have like the treasures and you could like either sell them individually or like put them into the inlay them into like other treasures and then sell those. So it's like a he was like, "Oh, like it's like there's a lot of like resource management in that regard, like whether you're going to do that or do that." And I was like, "Bro, I was not thinking about that." Like I was in full Leon Himbo mode. I just sold whatever came up. Like I inlaid it when I could. I think I just inlaid them all. I don't know. I can't even remember. And also I was playing on easy mode, so there was like not really like a lack of resources at all. So I think I just didn't. I have a very different experience of the combat. I think most hardcore fans they play on like hard difficulty. We just gonna bust out a rare Resident Evil title like the DS one. I'm gonna be like, guys, I found this mobile only Resident Evil game. We're gonna play that one. Um, your project, simply put, is on making a VR game to help children de-stress when getting any needle-related procedure in the hospital. Oh, that's so cool! Actually, I don't think I heard about this before. That's awesome. I hope it goes well. Um, it's so satisfying to combine treasures to increase their value to sell. Yeah, honestly, like my brain doesn't even like process that. I just press buttons and then Gwen is like, you could do this, and I'm like, oh, okay, Gwen, I'll do that. Yeah, and also I didn't repair the knife the whole game because I was like, man, this keeps breaking. I'm just gonna leave it. So I didn't use the knife ever. So that's really on me, huh? Because I was like, man, there was no pairing in Resident Evil 4, and there was. I just didn't repair the knife. The Resident Evil game, the DS one is $500. Oh my god, it's expensive. But yeah, yeah, there was a lot of. I've been watching a lot of videos about Resident Evil, and like they mentioned a lot of mechanics, and I'm like, ah. Okay, yeah, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. That's on me. Um, and then they're like, "Oh, like you can like." Oh, I didn't do a lot of stuff with the merchant. Like honestly, like they're like, "Oh, like with the merchant, you can buy like the health or like whatever." I was like, "What? I didn't do that." Cause like I guess I was playing on easy, so like I didn't have any reason to buy these things, and like there was no like trade off of like what to upgrade and what not to upgrade. Cause I'm like, I just upgrade everything. Um, you want to be more intimidating, stabbing people with a broken. I know, like Leon doesn't need a fixed knife. He can just use the broken one. No, I preferred the hatchet a lot more as someone who barely used a knife. Cause like it broke. It broke and then I couldn't use it again. So I liked always having the hatchet available to me. Except except when I accidentally pressed sharpen instead of moving out of the way of the elevator falling. Why was the I don't like those buttons, honestly. Like Q is like you guys saw how many times I accidentally used the health, right? Like you press Q to use the health item. But like it's so close to the other buttons that like I'm always accidentally using the health. I'm like, I'm not even low health. Why am I using that? I can't believe the non-Switch 2 owners don't see the vision of Switch 2 yet. Best console. You're such a shell, man. Um, you're gonna buy a 3D printer and buy a bunch of PCBs. What? What's a PCBs? Create Resident Evil 1. You're gonna create it with the 3D printer? Um, like a few weeks ago, my friend wanted to get a physical copy of Pokemon Conquest. Went to a trade collectible center and found one with a case that was like 250 or more. But he was lucky to find one for 170. That's so expensive. And it can't be like it's not like worth that much, right? It's just only worth that much because it's rare now. They don't make any more. Get how physical retro Pokemon games are so pricey. They have a huge print run. There's probably a huge demand as well, though. You need that Fire Emblem to drop. Yeah, I never got into Fire Emblem. I think I don't like those tactical games. But I should get. My uncle will love that. Is this Switch 2 exclusive? Is Fire Emblem 2 or not 2? Sorry, the new one is a Switch 2 exclusive. No, he can't play it. Sucks. You love Nintendo? No shilling. I think that's what shilling is. Wait, let me see. Let me see what my uncle. You think he finished Unicorn Overlord? Where is he? Where is this guy? How do I look at my friends? I accidentally opened Splatoon. I don't want to open Splatoon. I don't have that game. Yeah, he played it for 135 hours, so I think he probably finished it. So I guess I will. I don't know. I'll have to get a new. I'll have to get him a new game. I don't know. Next time I go. Final Fantasy Tactics. I think that's the one. Final Fantasy Tactics. Um, because that one game didn't get a lot of prints, so they're considered rare. Yeah, yeah, expensive. Tactics. Is that what it's called? Tactics. You like that one? Yeah, because I got him Unicorn Overlord, and I got him in the English one by accident, and then he couldn't play it. He was like, this isn't English. I cannot." Miju's Anga's such a god tier gamer. He is. He is. He loves games like that. So if you guys, if new games like that come out, please let me know, because I always get him a game. He's but he doesn't do well with action games. He likes turn-based games. I don't know if he ever finished Crisis Core because I got him that one and he said it was too hard. Um, but it looks like he played for 105 hours, so I guess he eventually finished it. But yeah, he said it's quite difficult. So um, he loves like Oh my god. He has 280 hours in Octopath Traveler 2. Should I get him Octopath Traveler 1? Or is 2 just better? I don't know. Did someone say Crisis Core? I did. I thought my uncle would like it, but it's too action. It's too action. He said it was too hard. He's not very good with like a controller. I tried playing Overcooked with him and it was a disaster, man. He kept throwing the food everywhere. And then every level he was like, how do I pick up the food? I was like, oh my god. It's too fast paced, man. And welcome in Muffin. You're about to spread the gospel of Alabaster Dawn. What are you guys talking about? What is Rule of Rose and Alabaster Dawn? Is it emblem? Fire emblem? Is it emblem or emblem? Emblem, probably, right? There's no other E. And you like The Witcher. Yeah, how did he finish The Witcher but not like how was he like fine with The Witcher but not Crisis Core? I don't get it. And he also like finished Tears of Kingdom. And like that's pretty fast-paced combat, no? I don't know. Don't understand that guy. I think it's safer to give him a turn-based game. It's a Altus horror game on Atlas, sorry. Altus is from Elden Ring. Small print run, very rare. I see. A horror game. $1,200. Oh my god. Crisis Core is old. The controllers are a bit rough. I see. Okay, that's probably why then. Okay, I'll just stick to the turn-based games, okay? Alabaster Dawn, pixel art ARPG. I don't know if you know of Crosscode, but it's also very puzzle-based. Oh, I think Istat plays Crosscode. But I don't know much about it though. Turn-based is top one. I think it's just easier for people who are not very good with the controls, right? And I think he really likes more strategic games because he loves Fire Emblem. And obviously he loved Octopath Traveler, so yeah, I think those kind of games are the best for my uncle. Why do you think I love Fire Emblem and OG Final Fantasy? Yeah. I remember my uncle had a PSP when I was a kid. I don't know what he was playing on it though. Maybe Final Fantasy? He's such a gamer. I think the next game I'll get him is Final Fantasy Tactics, but I would also consider Octopath. Are they making another Octopath game or is Octopath Traveler 2 really new? I'll be playing Final Fantasy Tactics. No, he's a bit stingy, so he doesn't buy a lot of games. He mainly plays the games I get him. So he bought Witcher on his own, but it was probably super on sale. Total War is good turn-based too, but only PC. Yeah, that's not gonna work. He doesn't have a PC. He only has a Switch. He was considering buying a PS5, but I don't think he ever pulled the trigger. Too expensive. But the Switch 2 is a lot cheaper in Japan, right? Maybe I should just get a Switch 2 in Japan. It's like a lot cheaper, right? You can only play in Japanese, but like, I speak Japanese. I guess then I couldn't stream it. Because it would all be in Japanese. I guess that's a problem. I wonder, it depends how much cheaper it is. If it's like half the price, I'm down. If it's not, then I may as well just buy the like, when I'm gonna do it. You have to translate for us? Oh god. I think it's like 150. Okay, that's probably not worth. Especially because I'm a little bit illiterate. If the game doesn't have the furigana over the, like if it doesn't have the hiragana over the kanji, I'm not gonna be able to know what's going on in the game. You're so shocked at Unicorn Overlord not having Japanese text in the international version. I know. I'm like, why? How much storage space are they really saving? You know? I didn't know. I didn't even know that games could do. That's why I've always bought my uncle the game in Canada and then given it to him in Japan. Um, and no problem, right? Like Fire Emblem, no problem. Octopath Traveler, no problem. Like whatever. Final Fantasy, no problem. But yeah, some games the localization is like specific to um the region you buy the game in. So that Unicorn Overlord, you could change the voice acting to Japanese for the weebs, but it would always have English subtitles and English text in the game, like the UI. So yeah, he couldn't play it. I had to order it for him another copy on Japanese Amazon because he was like, "Oh, I can play it. Like, I'll just try and figure it out." And I was like, "No way, man, no way." I was like, "That's a complex game." Like, I messaged Protagonist. I was like, "Will he be able to figure it out?" And he was like, "No, no way." So I just got it. Yeah, and he had a lot of fun um, with the actual Japanese one where he could actually understand what's going on. So that's good. So it's I will learn my lesson. I learned my lesson. I will check from now on if the localization is correct. But yeah, I guess I'll just buying a Japanese Switch 2 is probably not worth. I'll just get an English Switch 2. But I don't have any Switch 2 games that I want to stream. I guess Ocarina, maybe. When Switch 2, I don't know. There's nothing I really. The only game I kind of want to play is Pokopia. Um, Save your 800 beans. Or is it 1,000? No, it's like 600 before tax. So it's probably like 700 after tax. Kind of dry right now until the games come. Yeah, because I was just talking to Estat and I said, Estat, do you play your Switch 2? And he said no. You don't like old school Zelda design? Yeah, yeah. I guess I just don't want to deal with like Chikano and Ricky bothering me every stream for the rest of my life until I at least try Ocarina. Played Fire Red on your Switch 2? Yeah, but like the only game you played was like a 20-year-old game on your brand new console. It's like, come on. Like I'm just saying for me, there's nothing really worth getting a Switch 2 for, personally. Because I'm not interested in Donkey Kong. I'm not interested in Fire Emblem. I'm not interested in Star Fox. And it's very expensive in Canada. Yeah, I'm very interested in Pokopia, but not to the point where I'm like, I'm gonna buy a console just for that. You've been playing your Switch 2 quite a bit. It's your most played console right now. That's good. That's good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad it was worth it for you. I just don't think it will be worth for me. And some games are still being released on Switch 1. Exactly, exactly. It's your most played console too. It's my only console. Yeah. I mean, you guys are like diehard Nintendo fans too. And you like older Nintendo games. A lot of the current generation is like very much catering to like the older generation of Nintendo fans, like adult Nintendo fans, is it not? Like Donkey Kong, Star Fox, Ocarina of Time. Like kids don't know what that is. My only new gen was Pokemon, Tomodachi, and Mario at the time. Yeah, but Tomodachi is on Switch 1. I almost shelled out just for Pokopia. I feel you. I almost did too. But I got my fix just watching Twitch streams. I'm just gonna play it like when other games come out, then I'll pull the trigger on the Switch 2 and then I can play Pokopia. Pokopia could have just been an iPad game. I would love that. Yeah, I have a feeling like it could have ran on the Switch 1, but I could be wrong because people said Dragon Quest Builders didn't run very well on the Switch 1. But like even if it ran poorly, I feel like I would have still been okay with that. Um, yeah, yeah. Me and my PS5. What did I play on it? I played God of War Ragnarok on it, but it was available on PS4, so and I played The Last of Us. But like, was it worth it? Was it worth it for those two games? I don't think so, cause like I could have played God of War on PS4, and yeah, it wouldn't have looked as good. But and a lot of these games came out on PC. Like The Last of Us remake came out on PC. Um, so I could have just waited, cause like I already waited like 10 years to play Last of Us. I could have waited a few more years, so it would have been fine. Um, y'all don't want the switch to camera enough 240p video calls. Wait, I love the camera on the DS though. It's so funny. The Switch also has a mouse. That's true. But my computer has a mouse. You feel the same way? Not enough reason to get a Switch? I already spent enough getting a PS5. I know. PS5 is like my biggest regret purchase, honestly. I really thought they'd be more exclusive because PS4 had the most amazing exclusives. Like God of War, Last of Us, Uncharted, Detroit Become Human. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff. There was a lot of great stuff on PlayStation. Wukong is on PC, no? Miju waiting for cute colors. True. Oh my god, because you guys know I didn't buy my Switch until the Animal Crossing one came out. Especially when it's 900 for a Pro. Yeah, the PS5 is so expensive. I mean, I paid 900 for my normal Canadian. So expensive. Uh, so hopefully, well, I know Naughty Dog is making that new game, Intergalactic. So I hope that's like a PS5 game and not a PS6 game. And there is God of War Laufey, so hopefully that's a PS5 game. Well, like either way, I'll be able to play on PS5. Even if it's a PS6 game, I'll be able to play on PS5. So, I'll, I'm happy about that. At least we still got Naughty Dog and Sony Santa Monica holding down the fort. Kalani knows, but wait, where is Nintendo? Chikano can't be having that. He's got to defend him. Um, you bought it primarily for Final Fantasy. Oh yeah, Final Fantasy was exclusive as well. Yeah, I guess I never really played those games, so but that's valid. That's valid. I mean, I don't really care about like the console wars. I just buy whatever game makes sense for the games I want to play. Like I don't have any allegiance to any console like you guys. Um, it's very unfortunate that Sony backtracked on their word about releasing first party games to PC. Oh, did they? I didn't know that. After seeing the Laufey trailer, you want to play God of War? I think you would love the original God of War. Do you have a PlayStation? Like even if you have 4? Oh, you know what? God of War is on PC. I think you would love the original one. It's really good. I don't know if you'd like the gameplay that much, but the story is really nice. And it's very like, even though the first one is about like a male character, I think it's like a very healthy, like Kratos is like very masculine, but it's a very healthy masculinity, which is very refreshing. Mom of War, yeah. I'm excited. I mean, I'm always happy for more God of War. I was really expecting an Atreus game though. I was like, that was completely out of left field for me. I was like, a Laufey game, like she's dead. But it's cool. Kingdom Hearts is the only game from a Nintendo Direct that might get me to buy Switch 2. Yeah, yeah. I think I will wait for a different type of like what do they called? The special editions of the console. Um, something like that. I want a nice one. I had the God of War PS4 back then. What? It was an axe and a 6-star animation startup noise. What? I didn't know that was a thing. I would say God of War 2018 hits much harder if you played the original trilogy. Makes it super impactful. Yeah, I would say so as well, but as someone who didn't play the original trilogy, um, it's still a really great story. I think it's still very enjoyable. As someone who did that, and I know his dad also did. I when I made his dad play it, he also had not played the original, I think. But it was nice, like, again, I watched Jacksepticeye play it, and, he had played the original, so he was able to point out all these things. Um, so I got the references, like, after the fact. Or before the fact, did I play it first or did I watch it first? I can't remember. But still, it's a very great story. You played for hours so years ago as my brother-in-law forced me. It's a great story. Well-made game. Zelda Switch 2? It depends how it looks. I didn't like the Zelda Switch 1. Um, but it depends which one looks the best, in my opinion. I don't really care about the franchise on it. It's just about the design. And if it has cute Joy-Con colors. Um, you love Denise. I thought I was gonna pin. You should pin that. Denise. I love Denise. Um, Denies is AA Ron here, yeah. No, I know that sketch. Um, only ball knowers know what? Kingdom of I almost said Kingdom of Tears. Kingdom of Tears. That's so dramatic. Tears of the Kingdom OLED Switch was pretty. I can't remember. Can't remember how that looked. It's stupid I switched two colors on the tablet part too, so if you get the new Joy-Cons tablet part, it's still orange and blue. Oh, really? You mean like on the edge where it connects? That's weird. Kingdom of Hearts Tears. Tear Hearts. Tears of the Wild. Oh no. When you know ball, it means you're cultured. Ah, okay, okay. Well, I wasn't cultured because I didn't know. I was not ball about knowing ball. Yeah, it's dumb. They need to refresh your OLED and I'm gonna be real upset. I mean, they're gonna release a OLED. And you're gonna be like, oh, I need to sell my old one and get a new one. We all know you're gonna do that. It's new slang for you. Example, me just said Resident Evil 9 the best one, so she knows ball. Okay. I will internalize this and I will never use it. But I will understand when you guys use it. I'll just get an OLED, yeah. You may as well just wait for the OLED at that point. But who knows when it'll come out, I guess. Can I have your old one? If you get an OLED, can I have your old one? I'll buy it for half price. Canadian. Angel said it perfectly. Yeah, that was simple. But I like the example. The example was nice. Possibly. Maybe I'll wait for that. I can be the kid that is or that Chicano gives his Switch to. Because remember last time Chicano gave his Switch to a kid? That could be me. You'll probably cave before OLED comes. I mean, I guess yeah. It depends on the OLED comes out. If the OLED doesn't come out for like 2 years, I'll probably have a Switch 2 by then. Depends. Hey, do you think they're making a new Animal Crossing for Switch 2? Because you guys know I love Animal Crossing, and I would love an Animal Crossing Switch. It kind of goes by Switches and PCs, like the season's changing. Really, yeah. A quarterly Switch. The last PC I had for almost 2 years. What do you mean almost 2 years? That's a really short amount of time. Is it not? Don't people keep their PCs for like 5 years? At least. Feels like Animal Crossing doesn't usually come out to the midlife of a console. Oh, really? I only played New Horizons, and that one came out like... Oh, that was also midlife. I forgot. Because I got it at the same time as I got my Switch. But yeah, the Switch had already been up for a few years. I forgot. I thought it was a release one, but now that I think about it, stupid. It was release of the Animal Crossing Switch. Which, by the way, the Animal Crossing Switch does not come with the game. Super cheap of them. They should have bundled that in. Like, what? You're gonna buy the Animal Crossing Switch and not Animal Crossing? Like, come on. Like the only way I could see you getting a Switch 2 if they release Nintendogs. Surely Nintendogs can run on a Switch 1. Like, I don't know. I would stream the hell out of Nintendogs. Nintendogs would be so sick, especially if it's on like we can meet up and we can have a dog play date. You could be like, yo guys, meet me on Nintendogs. Let's meet at the agility training park. That'd be so sick. And we could be like, we can compete against each other in the disc competition. Oh my god, this would be so fun. Years of 7 years. You upgrade your parts every 2 to 3 years. Huh. You get a lot of life out of that. Yeah, my um my computer I had for almost 5 years. It was like 4 years, 11 months. It was out for 3 years and then Animal Crossing came out during COVID. Yeah, I forgot. Because in my mind, I was like, oh, I bought the Switch on the release, but it wasn't the release. Yeah, because the release titles for Switch 1 was Breath of the Wild, right? Breath of the Wild and... Was it Odyssey? No, was Odyssey a bit later? What was the release titles? Can't remember. Well, I wasn't even playing at that time. Gonna do another community day? I feel like we should. The thing is, like, I'm very picky about what games I want in the community day. Like, I don't want anything too expensive. Because, like, I don't want people to have to buy, like, a $90 game just to do community day. And it has to be a game where a lot of people can play. Because there's that new golf game, the Super Battle Golf. How many people can play that at once? That game is pretty cheap. What if we gifted games? We could gift games, yeah. Rock, paper, scissors. That's free. Yeah, we could all play rock. I hate playing that with you guys, though. You guys always cheat. Every time you guys cheat. You almost pulled the trigger on a black lab the other day? What? By the way, out of context, that's like a weird phrasing to use for if there was like someone who didn't like someone who's like a not a native English speaker and like didn't know the phrase. But yeah, getting a dog, you should get a dog. There's probably some really dumb Nintendo reason they can't make a new Nintendo. Like they lost the license to dogs. They're like, ah damn, we don't have the license to Labradors. There's a new hide and seek called Mecha something. What? If it's like a really cheap game, I don't mind gifting some out if some people really can't play. I don't know. Maybe we wait for this. Okay, you know what? Maybe we wait for the Steam summer sale. Super Battle Golf. It's like, wait, how many people can play though? Because for me, I prefer like, I kind of need a game where like at least 10 people can play. If it's like 4 to 8 players, it's really not enough, and I feel bad if people want to join and they can't join. Super Battle Golf. Number of players. 8. Oh, it's only 8. That's not. I feel like that's not enough. He says you can mod it for 16. But I don't know if everyone needs that mod or not. Steam summer sale is gonna be sick, yeah. Over here in the West Coast, I almost made it say, no, we knew what you meant. I'm just saying, like, that's a crazy way to phrase it. It's a crazy choice of saying. Everyone loves marbles. I mean, no, we will for sure play marbles. Like any community day, we will play marbles, but we're not gonna play marbles the whole time, you know. Miju takes 8 and a stat takes 8. Oh, team battle. Oh, but you guys are all gonna join Team Estat. Gaming is a wealthy, aristocratic hobby now. I know, right? It really is. Like, how are people, like, buying all like, every AAA game that comes out is, like, $90, and then one comes out, like, every month. That's a lot. Maybe not for Community Day, but some Twitch integrated games like Cult of the Lamb. Yeah, that could be fun. I think I'd like something like that. I wonder what games there are. Cause yeah, Cult of the Lamb is like the most well-known one recently. Um, there's maybe some. I'm just saying, after playing Among Us, I wouldn't want to game with y'all. Oh my god, people are. I cannot play Among Us, man. Also, like Among Us goes in like phases. Like there's some phases where like people don't really play Among Us, and I'm always voted out first. Every time I'm voted out first. Every group meeting, it's Meet Your Sus, Meet Your Sus, Meet Your Sus. I didn't even do anything. That'd be sick. A 24-hour stream, all marbles. Oh my god. There's probably streamers who only play marbles, right? I don't know how you do that, man. Doesn't it get old? Won't kill you again. I promise. That sounds like someone who will kill you again. And welcome in, Sushi Gamer. How are you? You refuse to play Among Us. Why? Fun fact, never played Among Us. You just like being different, huh? No, I'm actually really bad. I'm such a bad liar that like I hate being imposter. Like it makes me so stressed out. Like I become imposter and then suddenly like I'm like I have anxiety. Like I'm like so uncomfortable. Like I'm just like, oh, I cannot do this. It's too stressful. It looks too stressful. Confusing to me. I'm low IQ. It's so yeah, honestly, I feel that. I feel that. It's really like I can't do it. Can't do it. It's really stressful. Always voted out, and the people I play with always sweaty AF. Oh, fair enough, fair enough. But I mean, for me, I'm always voted out because like I'm the streamer, so like everyone puts me out, even if I was doing nothing. Like even if I was like not suspicious at all, everyone thinks it's funny to just say me just us. Let's vote her out, and I'm always like the default person to get voted out. So it's like, I mean, I don't mind, but it's like it's very hard when I'm actually the imposter because then everyone's like looking at me, right? Like I have the most attention on me. So it's just like it's very hard. Game did die out and I haven't played in like 2 to 3 years. Yeah, because like I played it a few times on stream, but like each time I played, like less and less people would want to join. So I guess people aren't as interested in Among Us. I'm IRL Ryuji, right? I'm IRL Leon. Guys, instead of doing an Ada cosplay for Halloween, I should for sure be Leon, no? Guys, I should just be Leon. That'd be so funny. Oh, but I could be Tramp Stamp Leon. Can I have a temporary tattoo? Victor? I should be Victor. Can't mog like Leon, that's true. Bro. Um, I don't think I could pull off the Tramp Stamp Leon. I think I just have to be normal Leon. I like to figure out the killer and then help them kill people and then rat him out in the end. That's like your strategy when you're the killer as well. Like I was as Kalani calls it, I was marinated by Kalani to be his alibi cuz he was an imposter and he spent the whole turn with me. And so I defended Kalani. I was like, guys, it's not Kalani. I was with Kalani the whole time. And somehow he stepped away for like 2 seconds, killed someone. I believe it. Believe it. You just have a suspicious look. Definitely sus. Yeah, I know. I know. That's a thing. You gotta use your streamer powers. Vote me, you get banned. I should have. He telling his homeboys frame one. Those reels where you snitch on your homies or get a date with Lisa. Hey, bro code doesn't exist in that situation, no? Finally on a hot date with Lisa while his homeboys are in jail. Of course. Left her sight for like 5 seconds. I know. I don't know how you kill someone in that time. Crazy. That's why you cannot trust anyone in Among Us. I've been betrayed too many times. So I can no longer we can no longer play Among Us because I would just not trust anyone. I cannot trust Kalani. I cannot trust Key. So it cannot we cannot play. So I'll play Peak. That game looks hilarious. Yeah, you do not want me on Peak. Isn't that a platforming game where you fall down? Where you fall down if you get to the end? Military tricked me so many times, so I learned. Okay, so I wouldn't survive like one day. Never played it, but it's funny. I think it's only like 4 people though. Yeah, 1 to 4. But it says you can get a mod for up to 20 people. It's a platformer, right? Peak game. Peak game. How does it work? Oh, it looks different than I thought. Guys, we will not get past the first obstacle. You've seen me play platformers. We will not get past the first obstacle. We will be stuck on the first jump the whole time. Cause does everyone have to get past? You can mod up to 10. Apparently, you can mod up to 20. Is Peak is really cheap, right? Oh, it's $8 US. I think we just wait for the Steam sale day, cause then people can join for really cheap, right? You can be a ghost. Oh, I'll just be a ghost, man. Me being behind someone the entire round, a kill happens. Meeting starting person I was with, it was protagonist. Hey, it can happen. Do you guys think if a group of us were running from a monster and fell, that Michi wouldn't turn back? Michi hears me scream, Chikano, no! As he's falling from low stamina. Yeah, exactly. Depends who falls, honestly. It depends. But if Chikano falls and I pick him up, he better be nice to me for the rest of his life. Depends. If me, Kalani, Zirconia, and Valerie saving. And what is the situation? We're running from a monster. Yeah, I think you got. We're all saving Kalani. Let's be real. We've talked about this in the apocalypse. We're all trying to get on Kalani's team. Yeah, it's very valid. The Conan could be a master hill climber. I don't know, but in the situation, there's a monster. He is a runner. He is a runner, but that doesn't really help me. Like if he's good at running, does that help me? No. He's gonna leave me behind. What about me though? Just rolled out. Good at being obnoxious, but so am I. So I've already got that covered. There can't be 2 of us. Yeah, so we've already discussed this in detail, guys. We already have our teams for the zombie apocalypse. Okay. She'd kick dirt in your face before saving Kala. Oh my god. Yeah, so guys, I'm a really guys, I talk about that all the time. I'm a really good shot. IRL. Oh, and in games. I'm a good shot. So you know. I could be useful. I could be useful. Automod. Automod defending Gwen. Gwen, you can deny that if you want. You can feel free to deny. um she can still see. She kind of said, I hate you, Gwen, and it got auto modded. Gwen denied it. um, the game was so fun too. Which one? Yeah, it was, Not anymore. It's gone. I can't see it anymore too. Um, Go ahead, Em. You're kicking dirt on you. We are. We are. Yeah, we'll have to see. I don't know. I think all of these could be fun. I kind of want to just pick one though. Peak, battle, golf. I guess it depends. We'll see which one's cheaper. I'll put them both on my wish list. And then we'll see which one gets cheaper on the Steam sale. And then maybe we could play during the Steam sale. You're definitely gonna get Zirconia on Peak. He said he's really bad at platforming. Yeah. So maybe it will just be disaster after disaster. Let me add Peak to my wish list. And yeah, we'll see what goes on sale on, because I would like it to be like really cheap. If it goes on sale for like $1, $2, that'd be really nice. That would be ideal, in fact. Because they're already like less than $10. So if they can go on sale for really, really cheap, then I'd be okay with playing it. And then we can even, if we can, I don't even mind like gifting it to some people if they are unable to buy it. Maybe imagine it goes on sale the week after Community Day is decided. No, because like there's the Steam sale is like, like there's like a set time for it. If Miju and I are playing Peak, we're not making it to the top. We are not. We are not. By the way, guys, you guys were talking about that game. You're like, oh, like you should try playing Bread and Fred. And it's like, oh, it's like a fun game with penguins, and it's like a co-op game. That game is impossible. What the hell? Why? Who meant it was Ernie, right? Ernie mentioned this game, and some other people were like, "Oh, Bread and Fred, it's impossible. What the hell?" You're just gonna argue the whole time. We're gonna argue about who is worse. Like it's your fault we died. You just wing it on the climb a lot. I don't know, guys. I barely got past the tutorial on Hollow Knight. Like I am the game journalist. I can only play if it's 99 cents and I can refund it. Okay, I will keep the um the community day to less than 2 hours. We'll have community day for 1 hour 59 minutes. Actually, it might be, you know what? It might be about that time, because if we play marbles for 1 hour and then we play that game for like 2 hours, you could still refund it. Is that like immoral? I guess you can just treat it like a demo. Fred and Fred is rage. I know it was. If it's fairly cheap, I'll gift the game to 5-ish people. Okay, I'll cover the other 5. We'll do halvesies. Maybe get 5 Steam codes each, and then we can give it out. I'd pay to watch Draconian and Miju play Bread and Fred together. We would not get past the first section. That means we gotta mod the game though. No, it says only the host has to mod it. So it's not a problem. And welcome in Bacon. How am I today? I'm doing good. How are you? Angel will guide us to victory. I think Angel, have you played Celeste? You know who's gonna carry us though, Ricky. Cause Ricky's a Hollow Knight gamer. And I think he's played Celeste. That's up to CS Major Miju. I got you. You guys know I'm a pro at modding games. Oh, you know what? Oh, you know what? You know why I didn't enjoy Resident Evil 2? The tramp stamp. It was missing. I gotta add that in. Oh my god. I should have known. It's easy to mod. It's on Nexus. Nice. Okay. I don't think I'd be family friendly if I played Bread and Fred with AJ. You don't have to be family friendly. You can do whatever you want on your stream. Well, I guess if it's like a voice chat, that might be a problem. I'll just be ready with the Discord soundboard, the beep. Ricky's a sleeper pick. I know he likes Celeste. I think. Okay, I shouldn't say I know. I'm fairly certain. Is it easy to mod Resident Evil 9? You're low IQ. Yeah, it's really easy because they have like mod managers. If you want to mod it, I can help you. Or Gwen knows as well. See Gwen sacrificing Chicano on peak. Will you sacrifice people? No, guys. We're gonna um ruin our wholesome community by playing that. It's fairly straightforward since most of the Resident Evil mods use the man. Yeah. I already have the framework, as you guys know, because I had that mouse on the screen. I was like, in the start of when I was playing, the mouse was on the screen. I was like, can you get the mouse off the screen? I couldn't figure it out. It was because of the framework overlay. If I shield for Ada, she would save me. Yeah. Like, no, Leon and Sherry are not married. I realized the wrong in my ways. You know? We'll see. We'll see. I feel like maybe Super Battle Golf is the better pick, but apparently that game gets laggy if you have 16 players, so maybe not. I don't know. Is it really like if one person falls, like everyone falls though? Like it seems bad. Like will that work on a Twitch stream? Like I don't know. He still leave you? Kick dirt in his face. Okay. You know what? I'm getting kind of hungry. Now that bacon is here, and I'm thinking about bacon. Y'all play Super Battle Golf. It would be so funny. Oh yeah, we should get a game that's like on Switch or something, right? Like crossplay. Because Angel doesn't have a PC, no? Because the nice thing about Among Us is that people could play on their phones. I don't know. You just DoorDash food too. Don't even tell me what you got, okay? Oh, I'm gonna be so jealous. Actually, yesterday I made oden. It was really good. Hot pot. But today it's really hot for hot pot. Fall Guy. Oh yeah, Fall Guys. But I heard like Fall Guys is not popular anymore. But Fall Guys is on Switch. Yeah, I guess a game on Switch would be good. I don't see why Super Battle Golf wouldn't be on Switch, but I'll double check. I'll double check because I do want Angel to be able to play too. You got Domino's. You ordered pho, pizza. Oh, okay, guys. I gotta go. It's your fault. Goodbye. But yeah, we'll be playing some. Resident Evil 2 tomorrow. Hopefully, you're cool watching. I know, but like, we may as like if we can find a game that everyone can play. Like, that's obviously ideal. Yeah, join the Discord if you haven't already. No protagonist. You know, this one you did on purpose. You did on purpose. This is your last warning. Next time you do that, no refund. No refund. He does that because he thinks I will stay longer. If he redeems the hat. But actually next time, no refund. This spot is for you. Thank you. And thanks for refunding it, Glenn. Next time though. Next time, no refund. Anyway, I'll be streaming Resident Evil 2 tomorrow, as I said. Hopefully I don't mauled too much at the game. But we'll see. Yeah, thank you all for watching. Next time just wear it off stream. I should, yeah. Thank you all. I think he would be okay with that though, honestly. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you all hopefully tomorrow.